All right. Oh, and we're going because I just hit the button. Hello, everyone, all 12 people who will be watching this thing. Hopefully there'll be more. I'm Mike Yao with Savage Kingdom's role-playing game, Fire in the Head Productions. And these are my lovely players. So we're back after a month hiatus. I've been doing a show, performing on a show, and these people here have been doing probably more, even more amazing things. So we're back after a month. This is episode 7 of Savage Kingdom's Dark Tides. And I'll let them introduce themselves, my lovely players here. Starting with Matt, son of Kadir al-Kadir.
Yes, I am Matt Davis. I'm playing the Waterjan Kadir al-Kadir, who is the healer and stowaway. Not really stowaway. He's a recent recruit to this crazy gang.
Cool. And you can catch Matt's YouTube channel. He has 500,000 subscribers. Just kidding.
No, I don't have a YouTube channel. Sorry.
I barely have one.
No one wants to find me. It's okay.
So next we have Randall, son of Petty.
Hi, I'm Randall. Tonight I'll be playing Malik Al-Habi, the Bard, the King, the Legend. But I'm also DMing a spinoff of Savage Kingdoms, Malovian Nights.
Oh, cool name. I didn't know what you were calling it.
Malovian Nights.
I'm
like
still
Malovian days.
I'm like half scared to like check it out because I'm like, what is Randy doing with my baby? But then again, it's changing its diapers every hour. But no, it's
man.
Y'all check that out. It's probably awesome. And he's you've moved Malovia, if I'm not mistaken, into like 400 or 500 years into the future. It's like flintlock technology.
Yeah, it's about late 17th or 1700s, early 1800s, more Victorian era.
Cool. Solomon Kane era.
Yeah. And that's it for me. On to the next.
And we have Madison Garris.
Hello, I'm Madison. I'm playing Marichka, the pirate/sorceress and reluctant pirate queen of this crew.
Are you reluctant though? You seem like you really want to be a pirate.
Oh, shit.
It's the others that are reluctant, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the others.
Maybe it's making her a little more reluctant.
So you're the pirate queen of the reluctant crew.
That's true. I should have said that. Secretly reluctant, but
let me half my screen. So
for her moment.
And for the players at home, we do use Roll20 at the same time, so I'm kind of splitting my screen. So cool. All right, shall we begin? Oh, by the way, audience. So Ian Robert Bell usually plays Torik. He's not here. He may show up a little bit later, but we'll see. If not, I'll be playing him as an NPC. Oh, Torik, is that all you've got? Ha! And that's usually his 1 or 2 lines.
Pretty much.
So last time we left off, if you saw the end of or if you were the players here, and remember episode 6 from a month ago. The crew here, Marichka and company, and Malik and Kadir and Torik and Hazmat and crew. You guys managed to make it to northern Esmandos and a port town known as port city known as Corellis. And you sold your so you captured a ship at Crimson belonging to the Crimson Skull Pirates and sold it to a local lord and lady who apparently bought it only to have a big burning ceremony of it in the harbor.
Money was spent.
To represent their victory, I guess, over the Crimson Skull Pirates. However short-lived it probably is. And what else to see? Kadir, you were in some tailor shops and then you came back to the ship. You were looking for some fashions.
Yeah, just looking to see what the current fashion was in the
Esmandian
area.
fashions. I think I told you a lot of their clothes are kind of loose like you're used to, but there's a lot of things that are very different. And in Madison, let's see, Malik was, because Randall wasn't here for the last session, so I had him just kind of staying mostly on the ship because you were the quartermaster, making sure all the goods were being accounted for.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think you sneaked off to a tavern for a few hours just to get your land legs and, just enjoy life for a few hours. But I think so everybody's back on the ship. And this is late evening. So, and you guys arrived this morning. So you've only been here for like 10, 11, 12 hours. And the last kind of main thing that happened is Marichka. And again, you feel the pull of the moons above you, particularly the full greater one, for some reason. Just thought I'd mention that, which is being held there. And one, you kind of glance in the crowd at the harbor, like on the wharfs. You could see a female figure, it looks like, with a black cloak with white fur trim, probably Arctic bear fur, maybe white wolf fur. And she kind of looked at you, almost made a contact with her, and she's just kind of like headed off into the crowd. And that's where we'll pick back up.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
So we're all on the ship again, or
Yeah. I watched the end of the last episode. You guys literally met back on the ship like an hour ago.
Well,
Someone you knew?
Hi, you're there. No, possibly someone that wants to meet me. I suggest we get a move on. We need to get Orlando to his home, correct? The sooner the better.
Standing nearby as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Torik just wished to crush something. Torik has not challenged Torik in quite a while.
You can crash your way over to grab me another goblet. Off with you. Tall one.
He goes muttering off. Massive form passing through the... And Orlando walks over. Is everything all right, my lady?
Oh, yes, fine. I just am suggesting that we move on to...
But of course. Well, the question was, I wish to repose. I don't know if we have decided. We get to travel overland from here or go back to the sea and land at Santiago?
I think you said that by traveling by land, it is quicker. So... Oh, no?
Probably. It might be about the same. I'm not as familiar with this part of Esmandos. It might be. But there is also another problem. I don't know if I have brought it up. But Santagos, which is the sort of the capital of Esmandos, or the capital of King Santos, it might be under siege. I've learned there is a war between the two kings going on. So.
You did mention that, actually, which is why I think we discussed whether or not it would be best to travel by sea or by land because of that war.
So in this case, perhaps land is the best?
I think that's what we decided. Although if I do recall correctly, the rivers are also navigable. So we could actually sail upriver to, say, Casacuandros or something like that and depart there.
No. Have you ever thought about maybe the rivers have been blockaded or the ports have been blockaded by opposing navy?
It is possible.
That is also possible. The two main rivers of Esmandos are the Argentis and the Thunder River. But I guess I could gather more information in Corrales, but most of the people here seem to try to avoid mainland Esmandos. I do not blame them. This island is sort of its own thing almost.
I agree. I would cast my vote in traveling over land. It would be easier to sneak around. You know what I'm saying, Brother Mama?
There's the man now. I thought a sailor such as you, my friend, would wish to continue on the sea, but perhaps you are right. I must point out, though, that we will have to travel across water a bit. We are on an island.
I mean, the sea is my first love, so I would say the sea. But I, of course, will go wherever it is we decide to go.
Well, here I was thinking that was your first love, honey.
You have not experienced me yet.
Perhaps I should leave you two alone.
Orlando has experienced me, right, Orlando?
He's a very good touch. I do not tell my wife.
You know what? I actually have no interest in knowing.
No, his touch is like a healer's touch. It is
Oh, Orlando, stop! You're
I-
making me mad. Please,
I'm
stop.
making it worse, Sentai. I will be quiet.
They might be insulted.
Whatever is most discreet is what my vote is for.
Probably overland in that case.
Okay, here's the plan. I am a famous singer. You are my entourage. You shall carry me across the land, where I gain audience with the king.
Which
Whoever-
one? There are two in this model.
Whoever wins. We sneak in, mission accomplished.
What's
To my
your name,
homeland?
Bard?
Malik?
Malik.
Yes. Sorry, I don't.
Only handling all your possessions.
Well, yes. Anyways, how about no?
Die.
As I don't think we need to have an audience with the king, especially when there's a war going on. All I want to do is deliver Orlando home.
I would like to return home.
So it
You-
sounds like the best deal perhaps would be to leave our boat here, take a ferry across the channel to the mainland, get horses, and then ride for eons among uncomfortable savage beasts. Yes, sounds delightful.
We could take the dinghy ship, but unfortunately, I believe we sold it with the other one.
What?
The skiff, the small craft.
Why was I not notified?
You actually were. You were just a bit out of it.
A bit distracted.
Got a little bit touched during.
I believe this.
We got some gold from it though, so that was good.
It was we were well paid, I believe,
Mhm.
Capitan.
All right. Well, I have a horse. I don't know what everyone else is doing, but I'm sure we have enough money to.
I have hazmat. He can carry me.
That little old man.
He's
He's
very
fine.
strong stage.
He's behind me, isn't he?
Should we see then if we could find passage to the mainland from here then, leaving our boat in harbor? I'm sure there would be docking fees to pay, unless there's a place we can hide the ship on the mainland.
Is there things you wish to consider, Capitan?
Well, I was told about this one place that is the secret docking area, but it's
Oh, that is true.
Or we sell this. We
It's
sell
not-
this junk and demand a new one.
See,
the only
I bet a bigger one.
do we need a bigger boat? It sounds like we need a smaller one.
One with a bigger cabin for me.
All right. Well, we'll worry about big boats later, preferably when Orlando pays us for his safe return.
See, I swear it will be done.
I like big boats. I cannot lie.
He was waiting all session to say that.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
Speaking of big, Torik returns, and apparently literally did what Malik asked, and like sticks this big tankard of wine in front of your face. Torik, fine drink. Seem like people here prefer wine over ale and beer.
It's cheaper and plentiful.
Torik, say we go overland. Challenge Torik's beast.
All right. Well, that's the plan. Are we bringing the crew with us, or are we just letting them watch the ship?
You wish to continue to employ them? It would be very
I don't
expensive.
know. That's the question. Should we let them go, or
I'm not much of a sailor, but usually crews are, yes, they're only hired for particular voyages. But unless you wish to keep some of them on the retainer.
Anyone that you fancy keeping with us?
You're a better judge of that, El Capitan, than I am.
Most of them are as new as I am. We all joined at the last port. So.
I mean, that Connor has a keen eye, and that woman, that Brenna,
Yes.
seems to be very gifted as well.
Those were the two I was thinking of that could accompany us if they.
Yes, the two named NPCs. Yes, yes.
I have learned the other 8 names. You have just not made an effort. There is Carmina, Diego.
I just want those two.
Llewellyn.
The other
Somehow,
one's
Kim Reddy gotten in there, Llewellyn.
Unless people would pay as well. So
That is true.
What
That
are the
is true.
docking fees for this to leave the ship here? Because we will have to pay to store the boat. It is not free to dock. And if it is a journey to Avaro and back,
Yes.
if we come back.
Well, you can always sell the boat.
We could sell the boat. That means
Probably.
no crew, no docking fees, and more money to pocket.
What's that, Captain? Sell the crew, sell the boat, pocket the money.
did I lose my
Kidding,
time?
everybody. Kidding.
We could always take another boat over when we're done.
Oh,
We could always capture another pirate ship. I mean,
Pirate.
I do know where their kind of base is around here. So that's true. Fine, then let's sell the boat. So
Are you sure, Capitan?
I'm sure a great price for it.
With that last one we captured, I believe we were offered quite a. Also,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, Capitan. I must say something. Beginning to feel a bit guilty. If you wish to, I can travel by myself overland. I know perhaps you wish to collect the coin that I wish to pay you, but this is much trouble. We could part ways now, and I can travel back home and see my wife. Perhaps I could.
She puts a hand on her shoulder. No, I don't think so.
I was just trying to save you the trouble, is all. I don't care about the coin as much.
I do.
Very well, it's decided then.
actually, I wonder. I'm going to see if I happen to know of any hidden little coves where we might dock this boat on the mainland.
Okay.
In the area that maybe we could kind of like, instead of paying docking fees, we can just kind of hide it and come back to it.
Okay.
There is a hidden cove, but lots of pirates are there.
Well, we know about that one. I'm wondering if I know any other ones.
Okay. In addition to that one.
Yeah.
Along this coast, says the Outlander from across the other side of the world.
Exactly. What any of those random things that I've heard about in stories, because that's so common.
It's not.
No, I do not know.
No.
Oh, yeah. I try.
You're barely familiar with this, like the
Yes.
obvious port.
I know that the ocean is wet. I can tell you that.
What kind of role is this? Is it
Lore.
war? Okay, I'll
Lore
go.
or sailing.
Oh,
Yeah.
sailing.
I did
Okay.
navigation. That's what I did. So
Yeah.
Would I be able to add my navigation bonus?
Mhm.
Cool.
Yep.
Ooh. A little better. 15.
Just the one that you've already heard of. And oh wait, you got a 15. You might have known about another. Oh, actually, yeah. So Marichka, you've heard also to this way to the south of Esmandian. There's supposed to be another hidden cove, kind of in the mountainous coastline near Puerto Diego, but that's like 200 miles away, 250 miles.
So that would make the journey even longer.
You've also heard with that roll, see on the map here, see that black triangle?
Hold on. Yes.
That's some kind of standing stones that a lot of the locals have chattered about. Some kind of ancient place where, kind of a miniature Stonehenge, Nematon standing stone area. And apparently there's a river mouth there that apparently small craft can go into. So
Ooh.
might be a place to hide there, but you haven't really specifically heard that there is, but
Might be worth checking out then, since it's connected to the mainland.
yeah, and it's only like maybe
On our way, it
75
gets us
miles.
closer.
Yeah. Actually, silly me, I just remembered someplace that we can go.
See?
Yes. Place, it's has some standing stones or something. I think there is a channel that can take us closer to your destination.
Oh,
And a place.
do you mean like these ancient stones on the coast?
Yes. Those.
See, I've heard of them. I did not think it's relevant, but perhaps they are never near a river mouth there. Perhaps you're right. I've never been there, but I've heard many stories.
What stories have you heard?
Some ancient place that the giants built the place, but then there's another story that says it was the she-folk, the fair folk that built them. Something magic is there or something.
Oh. More Fae. Brilliant.
Perhaps. I did not think of that, but yes, perhaps.
Well, is everyone in agreement? We go onward?
It seems a long shot, but I suppose.
Why not?
Passport.
If we find
Of course,
Tucker,
Sierra.
then if we find it, then it is Jadishma.
Sierra, what do you wish? As Matt comes running up. What is it? You let the big man already get you drink. Do you wish me to give you something else? How about back rub? Foot rub?
No. Maybe back rub.
Okay. I'm not as good as the Jan.
That is true.
And I speak from experience. I've been missing this past hour. Anyway, moving on.
Rub the king's shoulders.
He starts looking around, then he realizes that you're actually referring to yourself. But it's after nightfall now. It's past. Yeah, it's been a full day.
With 2 moons,
I don't
there
know
should
if you
be
want to
2 sets
sail.
of tides. So
No. Yep.
Great.
Yeah, the lesser moon doesn't have a massive tidal pull, but it does have some influence.
well, Captain, do we leave now or in the morning?
I say leave now. Sooner the better.
Gee, most of the crew is here. Speaking of
And those who aren't those who aren't are fired.
I guess they're being left behind.
Left behind and unpaid.
Yeah, you're actually missing 2 right now. They're probably in a tavern or a brothel somewhere.
Are they the named ones?
It's the 2 named ones are missing.
Yeah.
No,
we need to find Connor.
Connor and Brenda are here actually.
Daddy.
Not leave him without Connor. Gosh darn it.
Do it.
Cool tattoos.
Yeah, it's the cool one. The Garnick one. Could use my Irish accent for them, I suppose.
Right, so.
Oh, he might know something about the standing stone. Is that racist to say?
That's a bit. That's all right. I won't cancel you or anything like everyone else. I'm not part of the council culture.
Great.
Right, so I guess we should cast off then.
Yes, let's do so. And I guess I will drive the ship.
Pilot the ship.
Pilot.
You set a course.
What are you doing, Dudley?
Since I know where it is, this place is apparently.
Yeah, I mean, you think it's pretty. I don't think you actually have a literal map, but you know that you would have to cross this channel here and just kind of sail along the coast, and eventually you should be able to come to it.
Is that
probably pretty easy, but still a sailing roll because there is a bit of challenge to it.
All right.
And you get a +5 bonus with everyone else helping.
Oh,
26.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, very nice. So you guys take off. The tide is still pretty high. So if it were a shallow port, that would mean something. This is a fairly deep water port, so it's not that big a deal. But you shove off, leaving Corellis behind, and Hazmat. You see him running in the background. Sierra, I went to the city to get you something, and now you leave me, you son of a... Oh, well, I stay here with the Trollborn. You also notice Torik is missing.
Make friends.
Make good choices.
Make good choices. Don't disappoint me.
Always will.
Hope you have good Janishma.
By the way,
Janishma.
I have something for you. I found this song on this moon script that I'm pretty sure you can read with this ring, and I give both of them. Apparently, it's about Balric, the Redbeard, and someone of that name. It's a Norrish song. Thought you might like it.
I would love it.
And then I have no use for it.
I shall begin conducting a ballad.
Well, this is already written, is what she's saying.
That's what I'm saying, but
you actually see nothing on the paper until you use this moonstone that she has.
Okay. That I have to go through my eye, or do I have to by a certain light?
It seems to be working now, maybe because of the full moon. But so as you look at it, yeah, it's recorded in some obscure language, unless you speak Norrish.
Well, I am linguist specialized. Maybe I can piece it together.
Yeah, you can make a language roll.
I actually know Norrish, so if he needs help, then I can probably translate it for him.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Y'all can work together on it.
I'll pilot the ship while you do that.
Yeah. Hold to 10 unless I get...
Someone needs to be at the steering rudder. So her helping you gives you a +5 bonus.
Okay, 15.
Or she can roll and take the highest, but in this case, the 15, it's enough to kind of like, it's going to take you some practice to really learn it, but.
Can I roll, because I have deciphering bonus, so I might be able to roll higher.
Yeah, you can kind of point out to them that, okay, this word means that. This rune, it makes this sound. Oh yeah.
I'm helpful, 21.
Cool. Okay. So after about an hour, that's enough to with Kadir mostly at the steering board, holding to Marichka's course. And you're just kind of following the mainland, the coast. Yep. So after an hour later, yeah, you're able to pick up on that pretty easily, Malik.
All right.
And it's in the core rule book, Randy. It's one of the actual songs in the performance skill section.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Saga of Valric Redbeard.
Oh, I'm going to attempt to sing it.
Wait, is that the one? Okay.
I guess.
Some of the songs have like cool effects to them. This one actually doesn't. Is that what it was? Was it this song?
I thought it did have an effect because it was for sailing. That's what I wrote down in my notes.
Yeah, you guys found a heightened version of it. Yeah, if performed correctly, it's performance DL 10. If you get a 10 or better on a performance roll, you can add +1 to the crew's sailing rolls. It inspires them. Yeah.
Well, I have a +13, but let's make it epic.
It took an hour to learn it, but now you either have it partially committed to memory, or you can just read it off now that Marichka has kind of deciphered it for you. Holy crap. Still a 14 from a 1 is impressive.
Yep.
That's 13. Jesus.
I perform it averagely.
The thing is DL10, so you still make worst performance in your life, and it still was successful.
Bravo! It was awful. Shut up! I hate it.
You're like one of those actors that does this brilliant performance, gets a double encore, and then storms into the dressing room. That was terrible tonight. It's like, dude, the audience loved you.
Hold me, dog.
So that's going to increase the sailing roll even higher.
Gosh, what was it? It was 26, so now 27.
Yeah. So you guys get across you guys sail across this mouth of a channel. It takes about 2 or 3 hours to cross, and then you find this coastline. You're going totally smooth with that sailing roll, making good time. Though you're actually kind of with the wind most of the time as well. And with that roll, just let's see. Hold on. Possible random encounter, but we'll see. Oh, of course, right?
Look into this. Yes, Hazmat. Displease me.
Torik wrestled with Hazmat. You're a giant kerplash as Hazmat is tossed off the boat. Just kidding. Giant splash as Torik is back flipped off by Hazmat. He's like Mr. Miyagi. It's like this little guy that's like super awesome. And as you're traveling, oh wow. Interesting. Oh, hold on, guys. I need to turn on some lighting. It's getting dark here. Just a second. Cool. Okay. Sorry about that. So you make good time along the coast after sailing for only about 3 hours, 3.5 hours at the most. So it's probably the equivalent of like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. in the real world, getting close to midnight. And you notice, Alexei, everybody make a perception check. And
damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Connor is up in the crow's nest. He rolled poorly, so hopefully somebody gets better.
I am night-sighted with my 18, by the way. So.
Oh, yeah. -2 unless you're night-sighted. Although there's a lot of moonlight tonight.
Night side 12, so 15.
Sweet. Malik?
Yeah, 15, just using charisma. I mean,
That's not how that works.
I'm so magnetic that I see but well in the dark.
I don't see anything, but charisma brings it to me.
But damn, I look good not seeing anything.
Play it off, play it
I don't
off.
see anything at all. It's just me. Yeah, it's a mirror. Yes.
If I can only move this mirror out of my face, perhaps I will.
I see something wonderful. Yes.
So the three of you, and apparently at least half the crew, notices too, though, because they're kind of pointing. You can see off the starboard, so to the right of the ship if you're going forward, like to the south. It looks like a light, like a lantern on the water. It could be a ship or a fisherman with his lantern going. May not be a big thing, but you do see that.
So farther out to sea, basically.
Yeah. And then you realize that it's a signal, like it keeps shuddering, the lantern shuddering, and it could be possibly a message.
Turn to sea, come and get us.
Does that mean
Could be.
something here?
Can any of us decipher that?
So
Deciphering specialty.
yeah, language or a sailing, because it could be a sailing. In fact, the Esmandians are kind of known to have developed this sort of lantern signaling system at sea.
This is stupid.
I don't know.
The Britons have kind of copied it. So 6, yeah, Kadir's like.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, not real.
Yeah, we don't do that over there where I'm from.
Madison's a 21.
Down west.
So did Randy roll, or you don't have to?
Oh no. There's no way in hell I would know that.
Character. All right. So Madison, you've seen this used off the coast of Molovia a few times too, so this is not that unusual to you. But yeah, it looks like it's a signal shuddering back and forth. You stare at it. It takes about a minute to figure out the whole message because it's just slow lantern shutter. So I think a light version of a Morse code. And it basically, it looks to be a military signal. It's from what you could tell, it says, come quickly, need more forces, Santiago surrounded.
It's a trap.
Wait, Santiago surrounded?
Santiago surrounded.
That's the city.
All right.
Or
Well,
the king.
yes, Santagos.
That's
Is
King,
that
no, King Santos. So it'd be Santagos is the city.
Yeah, the map says Santiago. It's actually Santagos.
so? They need help apparently and need reinforcements. Orlando, are these your people?
He's just kind of looking. Are you talking about the
Which
Oh, the
king
lantern.
Do you, which
I-
king do you serve?
I
King
was
Santos?
not paying attention.
Yes.
Yes, I am. My family is loyal to King Santo. I feel he's the true king, but I do not wish to get into this politics. Are you talking about the signal out on the distance?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Apparently need help, and they serve your king.
So what is the signal? I just saw a light. I was not paying attention. I thought it was a fisherman.
We could go and help, or we could
Go
on.
and help ourselves.
That's
I-
true. If there's anything
Say
left.
that. I'll say that.
Well, I must admit I would prefer to get home, but you're the Capitan.
What about you, Kadir? How do you feel? Do you think we should help?
Well, we are not really set up to take part in a siege. Our crew is small and not combat specialized.
She's not a warship. What?
I mean, we did okay getting rid of those pirates chasing us, but attacking is another
True.
thing, even by mistake or by surprise.
Well,
I'm-
I guess we'll just let your men die. Okay.
I do not think they are my men. If I have not sent any of my men, unless my wife has, while I've been
Well-
gone.
Your men, your people. That's what I meant.
I do not know if there's anything I can do. Or can you tell if they're on an island or on a ship? If they're on a ship, they might be trying to come towards us.
Don't we have a seeing glass or something?
Do we?
No.
I'll go downstairs
Those
and
are-
check.
Those are pretty rare. Only the Assyrians really use them. They're just a crystal with leather wrapped around.
Can I make a perception check to see
Usually
if,
just
like-
hire keen-eyed people.
like,
Yeah,
just to see if I can see
but of course.
what is going on?
She's going to lead us to our deaths.
Probably at some point.
No, let's start. Marichka will get us through this.
Is that my role?
Jadishma has been decided. It has been fated that we are to die.
Yes.
Or
14 in perception.
It is judged by that we saw this. It is judged by that we go.
So with that roll, you can't. It's hard to tell. Like it's pretty far.
well,
pretty
I'm
far.
fine leaving. I mean, every time we've had a special encounter, we've left and we've stayed alive. So
Torik walks up. We could go there and crush them if you wish.
of course,
Down, friend. Down.
I have an idea.
You will have
We can just send Torik over, and then he will finish the situation.
I
I'm
will
sure-
if you wish.
Okay.
Then
This is what we're
Torik,
going to do.
Torik get all the spoils himself.
Let's not do that.
Joke.
About to say we float him on an ice cube.
We
Yeah,
can't do that.
We can do that, yes, but should we do that is a different question.
I
And then we row away really fast.
Now you're beginning to sound ridiculous. Torik,
Yeah.
go back down.
all
Go
right.
back to drink. Go back to your drink.
Tell me if I need to board another ship. Hmm.
Do what are those nasty things called? Push-ups. Go do more push-ups.
I don't. I do this. You see him like grab a crew member and kind of like lift him. Crew member's kind of squirming, like, what's your problem? You mean like that? Okay.
We
Torik
just,
leave. Oh, strange picture show up. Malik.
Yes.
Malik, handsome man now.
Don't I know?
anyways, I think that we've all decided that we should just continue on our way.
Yes.
Diego says, very well, I think if you don't mind, I do not wish to sound selfish, but apparently I am.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
I wish to
No.
avoid a war, but
The
anyway.
home, you home. We'll get you home.
First
And
things
then-
first, let's be on the lookout for these stones.
Yeah.
And make sure that
Malik.
the ship isn't coming upon us.
That would be quite horrible. Oh, another ship chase. I don't know if I have it in me.
Well, the lights never move as you guys continue sailing.
Hmm.
What are you drinking?
Well, apparently I tried
Apparently poison.
apple juice. Don't ever do that.
Apple juice.
Apple juice. I tried
It's
this horrible stuff called apple juice.
It was alcohol. I almost died.
Apple juice is fine. Apple vinegar. That's another story.
Good for you, but not so good tasting. I
Oh,
was in a kick with that stuff, and then I kind of got away from it. I don't know. So,
I had no benefits whatsoever with it.
I didn't notice anything either, and that's why I stopped. But maybe long-term benefits that I haven't noticed. I don't know. Whatever. So you guys keep sailing along the coast, ignoring the lights. Never seem to get close to. In fact, if anything, they fade away as you guys gain distance between them. Could never
Really?
could figure out if it was a ship or an island or what.
We'll never know.
And about an hour later, no need for perception checks because this is pretty obvious and it's clear weather. You can see the silhouettes of these, or if you're night sighted, you can see more detail of a large ring of standing stones
Hey.
just
What
off the coast, and it's right at this at the river at a river mouth.
I assume this is what you took us to see.
Yes. And there should be a way to go further into the mainland.
I was about to say this river, I think is. I am not so sure if this river is navigable. I wish I knew more about this part of my country.
Need to drop a rope at the front of the ship to test the depth to make sure we are not getting. We will not get stuck.
Very well. Esmet, grab the rope. Dive over.
What?
No, you don't need to dive over it. You have markers. As it drags the floor, you know how deep it is.
Out of all this crew, you're telling me to go. Okay, I will.
Let's have Kadir.
I like you, my friend. I am jesting.
Oh,
Please
Okay.
don't betray me when I become king.
Okay, Sarah.
Yes.
okay, Sira. Torik's like, I could jump overboard if you wish. See how deep it is.
No one needs to jump overboard.
Do it.
Thought you wanted me to test water.
I don't
No.
come back
Go
up.
in water. Bathe.
Mm.
Kadir, please, everyone. Kadir. Go ahead.
Okay, fine. I shall
I'm
grab
going
a.
for another drink.
I will grab a rope and mark it at like lengths of every
Knots.
yeah
Yeah.
with not at every, let's say, 10 feet or so, and attach a weight to the bottom of it so that when I hit the bottom I can see how far it's gone, basically, and dangle it over the front of the ship so as we go forward I can see.
Yep.
Drop it every so once in a while to
That's
see
where
if
the
we're getting
term
too shallow.
knots came from, how they measure speed. So yeah, it takes about a minute or two to do that as the ship is kind of getting a little closer. Kadir, so
Surprised you guys don't have this already. Must be something my people do. Okay.
yeah. Oh, this is definitely one of the methods that people use, but so yeah, make a crafting or sailing roll.
Right.
Would any of us be able to assist with this?
Yeah,
Or-
you could probably get one or two other people, as many as 2 people helping him if he wants it.
Yeah, I'll have
Eh,
I'll have one of the crew help him if that.
Okay, so you get a +2 bonus.
Okay, so 15.
15. All right. So yeah, you get the nuts tied. It's a pretty easy task. It's just a matter of doing it quick enough before you get so close. And then you go to the prow, also known as the fore of the ship, and you toss it out. And so it's and you pull it back up after it touches bottom. And it's actually fairly deep. It's surprisingly deep. When you pull it back, it uses up almost all the rope that you anticipated, like almost probably more than you anticipated.
Well, at least it is still deep enough to travel, so we will have to test
Which
it.
is a good sign. Yeah, it's about 30 feet deep right here, and you probably expect it to only be like 12 to 15.
Jeez.
What's our draft on this boat?
And you figure about 4 feet on this, 4.5 feet on this thing.
Okay. Well, as long as we don't go, is this deeper than these 2 knots here? We are fine.
Good.
Yeah. All right, so you continue into the river mouth. Excellent. They fell for my trap. So you head in, probably continuing to measure every so often, or one of the lower crew members will take over if you want.
Yeah, probably like every 50 yards, have them do a.
Okay, so you're pretty much tossing probably every time you look. You're probably retossing because it's it takes
time to do
seconds
it.
or so. So yeah, and as expected, it starts getting a little shallower, but it's not that bad. And the stones are now, as you come up, if you're in the middle of the river, the stones are right there on the shore to your left, like just within 30, 40 yards. And probably the main thing you're looking for is if there's any cover. And there's trees and stuff growing, but it's not a lot of cover.
Just letting my dog in.
Dudley. So, I mean, you could easily harbor a ship here, but it's not really that hidden.
Not hidden.
Yeah, except for that it's out of the main sea lanes, right? Along the coast. But.
Yeah, there's no guarantee if we leave the ship here, it'll be here when we come back.
Fine. Put a hole. Nobody will get
Sorry,
it.
what, Randy?
Oh, no. I was just making a smart ass remark. Put a hole in the boat.
Oh. And you could keep sailing. Do you want to sail up river more?
I mean, I think we should sail upriver more.
It's now measuring about 20-foot depth.
There's still room, so we have room to. We still have draft, so.
Yeah, I say keep going. See if we can find anything.
Yes, keep an eye out for maybe a copse of willow trees or something like that.
Yeah, in fact, there are willows and rowans and a couple of oaks growing along particularly the left shore near the standing stones. A few on the right shore as well. The river's not particularly wide, even for a river mouth. It's only here about maybe 60 yards across. Starting to get narrower. And still measuring, right? So actually, I'll need another sailing check here, though. It's getting a bit trickier.
Oh,
Right then.
+5.
+5 crew bonus unless they're all asleep, which
22.
they could be because it's late.
22 then.
Nice. So yeah, you haven't run aground or hit anything that you haven't seen or ran into any fishing nets or any craziness like that. And you keep going. You're now probably a third of a mile into the river. You still see the standing stones, but they're just about out of sight now. And still, it's not really any better place to hide than it was, except for the fact that you're again off the main shoreline. It's getting a little weedier now, so maybe there's like more weeds. So it's a little better place to hide than when you first. But not that great. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 5 for cover.
Okay. Are we talking like? Go ahead.
It's mostly weeds and trees growing along the bank to hide in, if that's what you're looking for.
We could always take down the sails and put a little camouflage, hang some vines and some branches from the mast to make it look more like something that's not there.
Torik, cut down tree, cover ship and tree.
I'm assuming that if we go any farther, we're not going to be able to actually sail the ship.
Yeah, speaking of which, the last depth finding measurement you took is now about 12 feet deep.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting pretty shallow. We also don't know. Are we at high tide or low tide right now?
It is kind of in between, so closer to high.
Okay. So yes, we may, by the time low tide runs around, we may ground ourselves. So, so this ship will be grounded at low tide, perhaps, if we hide it in the reeds.
Let's do that then.
We can come back and fetch it during high tide. So,
Possibly.
All right, y'all do that.
Or get pull it on land.
Okay. So it'll be a sailing roll to make a safe sort of landing, so to speak.
I'm going to be like studying this like position of the stars in the sky to kind of fix in my mind where we are, so we can come back to where we are, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, and it happens to be a fairly clear night. You can see
23
most of the stars.
23.
23, yeah. So you guys just like nurse the ship perfectly against the embankment. Lots of weeds already around. Like where you parked it, it's already kind of well hidden, actually. Some trees are kind of leaning over from the shore, kind of draped over. Like Matt said, there's actually some willow trees and such. So even without doing any more effort to camouflage the ship, it's actually fairly well, like on a 1 to 10, it's like a 7 now as far as hidden goes.
I mean, we are out of the way, and no one would think to look for a ship here. So, I do not know where the closest village is. Where there is fresh water, there is usually civilization, but...
Yeah, Diego says, I'm surprised there's not a... Perhaps because of the sacred land nearby, nobody wishes to build nearby. I do not know. I would assume there would be a village here, but perhaps a bit further upriver.
We should probably travel upriver, actually, because we will need to give the crew a place to go to, and us to come back to, and perhaps trade for horses.
Very well. I might also hire a guide, a local guide to travel to Avaro with, or at least part of the ways. If we get to the ruined city of Balos, I think that is halfway to my city of Avaro, in Casa Condos.
Okay.
So do y'all disembark and you're going overland now, I think? You're also pretty tired. It's almost midnight now.
Yeah, why don't we actually stay on ship tonight and rest and leave on the morrow? We can actually see where we're going.
Yeah.
We do not know the land here. There could be swamps and other unpleasantness.
There is a big forest to the north, I know, but I do not know how far.
Yeah, I think we should stay on the ship for the night.
Very well. I must also warn you, my friends, we might not be that far away from the Kilnrethi people. They are wild savages in the north.
Oh.
These stones might be used by the druids. They have priests called druids or something. But and Connor's up in the crow's nest. He's looking. He's like, I don't see anyone out there at the stones, but it doesn't mean there aren't any. We're a bit further away from them now. However, so
Well,
cool.
I think we should have people on watch, have shifts.
Aye. Malik is probably
Not it.
as quartermaster. He probably has the watches already set.
Yeah, we have people to do that.
That's what I said. I get to where I don't have to serve.
Well, you're technically an officer. You get other people to do all that shit.
I'm sure Kadir serves. He's not an officer. He's just a random crew person with a name.
One of three.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Torik is technically just crew too.
Mm.
Nothing special. Cargo specialist. Torik, move that. Put it below deck.
We'll find a special title for you.
He's the porter.
The
How
ship.
about warrior, guardian of the ship, slayer of Torak himself, the Red Sun.
Yeah, we can do that. Sure, yeah.
Good. It is a fish. A fit. Never mind. Official. So you guys keep watches, I suppose, and rest, and that sort of stuff. Spend the night on the ship.
Yard.
Yep.
All right. Keeping watches and all that good stuff, as one might expect. All right. So during said rest of the evening, oh dear God, what is that thing? Some echo in your perfect ears. That is what the pain means. Oh.
Why do I hear the children in the night?
Exactly.
Freak me out, man.
Dude, come on, man. Game over. Oh, interesting. Okay. So during the rest of the night, on the actually the last watch, would that be any PCs or is it all NPCs? This would be like right before dawn. Right at dawn, actually.
I'm not light sleeper, so I'd be sleeping probably.
So Malik, Marichka. No. I can roll randomly.
You know it's not Malik. We know that.
No, Malik.
Oh no. Malik, don't play that.
So by
Malik-
random roll, it's actually Marichka.
Yeah. Malik is more bougie than that.
Do.
So would you do you keep watches or do you have all the crew do that?
I mean, I've been doing watches as well.
Cool.
So,
Because you see well in the night. So on the dawn watch, Marichka, you and probably one other of the NPC crew is on watch, possibly even a third person. Make a perception check. With a +2 bonus for the other crewmen that are on the watch. Hi, Nymeria. What you doing? Kiki?
it's okay. 14.
14, is it? All right. You actually do notice, believe it or not. So, during your watch, so you've been on watch for actually about like a whole hour and a half, and it's just like the red sun is just starting to peek off into the east over the horizon, just becoming early dawn. And you see upriver, Marichka, you notice, and one of the other crewmen. It looks to be a group. You see, it looks like horsemen, and it's a lot of horsemen and mounted people like on this riverbank, but they're a good half a mile north of you.
Might be some of the savages that someone mentioned.
Could be. It's mostly the only other, well, no, you got a 14. You can't really make up much more detail than that. But definitely horses. And it's like, I mean, there's like 25, 30 of them. Individuals. Like
Can
2
they
dozen,
see
basically.
us?
Huh?
Can they see us?
It's hard to tell. It doesn't look like it. It looks like, in fact, they're stopping, like they're about to encamp. Like maybe they've been marching all night. And by the fact that they stop here, well, that could mean that they did see you and they don't want to get any closer. It's hard to tell if they notice you.
Well.
One of the sailors says, "Lady Captain, do you see upriver there? Looks like men on horseback."
Yeah, I see. They're seems like they're camping. I don't know if they've seen us. Do you think it's anything to worry the rest of the crew about yet?
I don't know. I mean, there's rumors of war coming about. Maybe a patrol of warriors, mercenaries, and maybe some of those savages from the north.
Well, let's keep an eye on them, and if they decide to come closer,
Aye.
then we'll worry about it.
Should I get up in the crow's nest? Because if I do so, they might see me. Was that all right?
I think you should, just because you'll be able to see if any one of them try to sneak and try to
Aye.
find more about us.
Aye, Capitan. He goes scaling back up the rigging to the crow's nest, plummets to his doom after a few moments. Now he gets to the top. And
excellent. Hazmat, get up there.
I knew I was next. And he goes scrambling. So he's up there. If they saw him, those men on horseback, they haven't really reacted like overtly that they've noticed him. And as you watch them, Marichka, assuming you do it for any length of time, after about 10 or 15 minutes, you actually start seeing tents being put up, very small, almost like military tents, like 2-man tents. They all look the same. And the horses are being corralled. So they look pretty organized. Another thing, you actually make another perception check because it's been enough time. And also the greater moon is rising, giving you even more light.
21.
Oh, yeah.
2 bonus.
Yep.
Nice.
Because those 2 people are still awake helping you. You can now make out, it looks like a lot of the men or women, it could be some female warriors as well, but mostly their gear is mostly black.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Gear
It's
is
mostly black armor, black shields. Even some of the horse livery is black and white or black and silver.
No crest or symbol that they fly.
I mean, yeah, there seems to be like some, but you're so far away. Even with a 21, it's hard to make out.
Gotcha.
But you do see this black insignia that keeps showing up on different things. It's just kind of hard to make out what it is.
If I can't see it exactly, would I be able to do a lore to see?
Yeah, you got enough to go on. Matt probably knows how to play what they are.
I don't know.
Just men with
a black
a fetish for black armor and banners.
Must really be angsty. Didn't go.
Yeah, I mean maybe some local lords' colors are black. Yeah, who knows? But
well, they're not bothering us, so we won't bother them.
Yeah, they just kind of sit out there camped for a while. And then, not long after the crew, everybody starts kind of waking up for the work day as it becomes daylight. And so eventually they're there when Kadir is awake. They're there when Malik is awake.
Oh, we have company.
Yes, we do. I have no idea who they are, though. They like wearing black, though.
Diego finally comes up. He's like eating some cheese, sipping on some wine.
Kadir would have no way of knowing who these people are. They're not present in the east, so you could try, but
not nearly as much.
I don't have good lore, so
in the north of the east.
Wonder if our bard friend would know. He travels a lot.
It's not bad though. 18 for lore.
No. So actually, yeah, Kadir, you think these may be company of the Black Lion Mercenaries?
Mercenaries, Black Lion Mercenaries. Mercenaries for hire. They serve whoever pays the best coin.
I wonder if they've been recruited for the war then.
Very possible. I would imagine so.
That is what I am thinking as well.
And this far north, they would probably be on King Santos's side, unless they are flanking.
This is most unfortunate.
Why is it unfortunate?
Well, it's just I thought that we'd be almost in the middle of nowhere, and then the war is closer than I thought. Perhaps they were just traveling to where they were supposed to go.
We could ask them for the nearest village if we dare to approach them. Can we tell how many there are? Because it's daylight now, right? It's in the morning, so can we see how many there are of them?
Yeah, there's 24, 25. So,
yeah, so...
small unit.
I don't know. How much do I know about the Black Lions with that 18? I know of them, but probably not
that's
like what
enough to just kind of know of them, and that's about
gotcha. So I don't really know. I don't know all their little, how they behave usually. So
their code of honor or their command
perhaps
system.
We should wake Malik and see what he thinks, although he might not know more. But Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando was actually speaking about them. He
Sorry.
doesn't seem to know too much. I hear that they are. You are right, my friend. They are swords for hire. Usually to the highest bidder. They owe no political affiliation, as far as I know. The only reason they would be here is to be hired by either side, I think, or perhaps a third party.
Or they are just traveling from or to an assignment.
War attracts these men, probably. I mean, that is their livelihood.
Which way did they come from?
I wonder if they've not been hired, if I could afford to hire them myself.
Did they come from the north or the south last night? Or the east, for that matter? Which way were they?
Marichka, you saw them. You think they were coming downriver?
Oh,
coming from the northeast.
So they were not coming from King Santos, but maybe going to King Santos. But why over here? They're not really going in the right direction. I mean, nothing is here but the standing stones, or unless there's a boat waiting for them on the shore, and that's an odd place to meet. Unusual.
It's true.
What is their Jadishma? What is their Jadishma?
Do you think it might be flanking then? Like,
perhaps.
It is unusual. They came from north of here, so they came from the Kimrethi wildlands. So maybe they are going to follow the coast down to Santagos. I do not know.
Perhaps they came from the east and crossed the rivers. We have no way of knowing.
True, unless we ask.
We could simply scout, but I do not know if it would glean us more information than we already know.
Is it worth the risk? Because we do not know if they will react kindly. Malik!
Hazmat!
I don't think of us specialize in sneaking unless one of our crew members do.
Torik sneak.
Torik does not sneak.
Torik, go back to that.
I do not think I am best suited to this.
I am not either, and certainly not our bard friend. So,
Randy. Unless he is craftier than he is giving himself credit for. Speaking of which, speak of the devil.
We need you.
Sorry. What's going on?
There are black lions. What do we do? Black Lion Mercenaries have appeared in the night. They're making camp near us.
Very well.
Do we want to talk to them? Do we want to ignore them?
Band of warriors camped upriver. Looks like you'll discover they're a company of the Black Lion Mercenaries. And they are trying to figure out what they're about and maybe to send a scout to spy on them.
Or gather information or ask them.
Or talk to them or whatever.
Yep. Hazmat, go! No,
Somehow I knew it was me. I shall go.
No. I would make a suggestion. Take some of our stealthiest people. Actually do a staggered pattern. Actually, let me see. What is, well, I guess I am kind of smart enough to do that. Have Torik wait in the background, I shall go entertain them, win their trust, let them know that, yes, we're camped up here, but we are no threat. In fact, we are no one.
I do not know if they have even seen us yet, but that is not a bad idea. I was going to go and sort of use some of my sway as well, but they could capture me and try to sell me as ransom. I do not think it is worth it.
Yes, Orlando, we are not sending you in.
Very good.
It may work for your enemy. I don't know.
Well, we're in agreement.
We need to find information then about where the nearest town might be, where we could perhaps get some horses to travel over land.
Maybe I can convince them to part with a couple of them. As at the drum, I feel a song coming on.
Hazmat starts. And as you're all discussing, make perception rolls if you would.
Shit, they found us.
Well, Hazmat started beating the drum, so there's that. Sight or coastal specialty. 10. Kadir has just enough. Madison has just enough. Randall has more than enough. So as y'all were talking, you could see it looks like they're breaking down their tents now, and cooking pots are being put away, and horses are being saddled. So no, they're striking camp and doing it very quickly and very efficiently.
It appears they are leaving, so perhaps
they are definitely leaving.
Yes, they are.
I don't think we have to worry about it then.
Okay.
Unless we wish to see what they're about, but
let us perhaps mind our own business and let them go their way, and we will continue our way.
There are many things that can go wrong, and they outnumber us quite a bit. So
that is true.
I have to agree with Kadir. We don't know who they work for, and sneaking on them may make them hostile. So,
well, that's why I offered to go and talk to them.
As you say that, Malik, you notice that most of them are breaking down the tents and saddling the horses and stuff, and putting armor on and slinging shields over their backs and stuff. You can see that it looks like a small retinue of 4 riders actually break away, and they start riding down river towards you guys.
Never mind, they come to us.
It appears we have been seen.
Fantastic.
Shall I do the talking?
Yes, please entertain them.
So they ride about 200 yards and then they stop. And they're just kind of they're kind of just watching. They're probably curious, like, what the hell is the ship doing here?
Hello, my friends.
Do you call out? They're still a good 200 yards away, but
that's okay. I should talk to them.
Do you have commanding voice?
Yep, swagger.
Oh, you do have that talent?
No.
They probably still hear you. It's just kind of faint. Or you could go out and meet them, but or see if they
waving them. Come on in. Come on in.
All right. Let's see if they fall for that. Nothing suspicious about that at all.
More horses we can have.
Exactly. So they sit there. They don't do anything. They're just sitting there looking. They're probably having a very similar discussion that you all are.
Oh, I'm going to keep walking up towards them.
By yourself?
No, someone is coming with you.
You're right.
I come.
Oh my goodness, not the, oh, that's not what I meant. Someone that's actually capable of protecting him. Kadir,
Torik, yeah. Take 10 of those people. Send them screaming to Torik.
Don't attack them, Torik. Actually, someone needs to go with Torik to supervise him, so I will accompany as well.
Perhaps we will all go then.
I stay back if you wish.
Be ready to run and protect me.
So all 4 of you are going? or not?
Yes, I think all 4 of us, because
Marichka's going to.
Well, in all,
make sure Torik doesn't do anything stupid.
well, even the presence of a woman may de-escalate things too.
Or escalate. So are you taking hazmat with you?
She's
Oh,
not
Andy?
That's bring drums.
What? You're breaking up.
Oh, I was saying have Hazmat bring the drums.
Okay.
Kill us.
So he's coming as well. He grabs the drums. The 5 of you step off. Torik finally says, I stay back if you wish. Torik, run fast if battle happens.
Okay.
He looks kind of sad. He goes lumbering back up the landing ramp. Someone must be in charge after all.
Oh god.
The crew's like, oh shit. And you guys go walking. So are you riding or walking?
Oh, I'm walking.
I don't have a horse or anything, so I'm walking, I guess.
You're walking. Or at
Oh,
least sauntering.
Marichka has a horse. She could ride. But that might look weird.
Or
Draw attention to you.
Yeah, she doesn't want to draw attention to herself. This
Okay.
Plus,
is
we need somebody to ride the horse back. The one that they will give us.
So no horse?
I guess no horse.
Everybody's walking? Okay. So you'll start heading that way. The 4 horsemen just kind of sit there staring. As you get closer, they are indeed, just about all of them have black armor, black trim on their armor. One has a shield that's gray with a black rampant lion on it, painted on it. Stuff like that. And one's actually carrying a little banner with a black lion on a gray field. Sorry, froze. Madison froze.
okay.
It was like she struck that pose for like 45 seconds. They just kind of stop and watch. And how close do you get?
Safely about maybe 50 yards.
Okay. At 50 yards, one kind of raises an empty palm towards you.
Hello, my friends. Hello. Brave soldiers.
What language?
Oh, probably just a little bit of Berithian.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
All right. You'd say anything else? Is that it?
Yeah, I'm just like, shall we parlay?
One immediately calls back. Greetings. We're but a small patrol wondering why that craft was so close. This Brithian.
Oh.
Are you the
We're
captain?
just... Hmm?
You're the captain of that vessel.
Me? No. This is the captain. Observe her. Love her.
I see. What do you wish?
Oh, we're just looking for information, my friend. Can we talk?
Make a persuasion roll. Arandal.
Damn.
Do
Okay.
awesome magnetism. Or is it awesome? Obscene.
Can I do a little hair flip or something to like give him a +1?
I guess I could do that too.
Flip. They're all looking at each other going, apparently this is a custom in Esmandos. Do the same. They're all like doing this. So yeah, you can, if you guys want to make your own diplomacy or persuasion rolls, but
Torik's on his way.
that means you're probably over talking. Oh, he's finally coming?
Yep, he overslept.
Jesus.
I mean, could we just add a bonus to his, or do we need to make persuasion rolls?
So
even though
player characters have to roll and take the highest. So NPCs just add a plus like per, just to kind of keep the rolling down a little bit.
Okay. Would I be able to add willful presence to my role?
Well, it has to. The scene has to have gone on for about a minute. I guess it has probably been about a minute.
Okay.
So yeah, you can impart your will upon them using your willpower instead of your
Alright.
intellect.
That hair flip definitely worked.
Greetings.
There he is, Mr.
I
Overslept.
live.
He is awake. How's it going?
It's going. I'm tired.
So you got all your stamina back, or not? In real life.
Hopefully, I don't know, something like that.
So just to catch you up quickly, Ian, that we are. Let's see. Do you see on the map on Roll20? Or
Oh, I need to
wait,
launch
you're not on
Roll20.
there. Yeah. So basically, you guys landed in another area trying to hide the ship and to cross overland with Diego back home or Orlando. And currently, the scene is during the night you saw some Black Lion mercenaries camping near the ship, and you're just about to like talk with them and stuff.
Oh, lovely. Sounds like the perfect time for me to come in.
So I had Torik stay back on the ship because I wasn't sure you were coming, but you could easily just
I mean,
head to meet them anyway.
If Torik was given the order, that sounds like something he'd do.
Yeah, he kind of went back. I mean, you're only like 200 yards away from them. In fact, I had
Okay.
Torik say, Torik fast, Torik, get there quickly if battle comes.
I mean, he would.
Right.
So audience, we're now rejoined by the spirit of Torik, son of Dragnar, which is Ian here.
All right.
And yeah.
Ooh, hazmat.
What were we trying to persuade them to be like more friendly towards us? Like, I forget.
I actually forgot too. What was Randy was mostly handling that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was come and speak with us. You were trying to get them to come
Yes.
closer.
Yes.
Oh, 24. Okay. So what do you say, Madison, to add to that? I mean, Marichka.
We don't bite.
Oh, all right. And you see the four of them riding forward.
Hey, we're friendly.
They start riding forward. And then they kind of stop, and one of them looks like he says something to another guy, and he turns and actually rides back to the others. So only 3 of them are coming.
Huzzah! More horses.
But they ride right up to where you are. The ship is not far behind you. Men mostly in black chainmail. One actually has plate and chain, so like black plate armor, which is cool, with like a rampant lion etched into his shoulder pauldrons. So maybe he's of some note amongst them. He just kind of nods. He does most of the talking. He has kind of a scraggly beard growing and kind of looks at Marichka. Greetings, my lady.
Okay.
Hi.
So what is this all about?
We just need some information. We're traveling someplace, so
Are you from the ship?
yes.
You are merchants?
No.
Entertainers.
Ah. Well, our camp could certainly use some entertainment.
Oh, we could work out a trade, yeah?
I
Depending-
suppose. I suppose if you do not know us, we are units of the Company of the Black Lions.
Thought as much.
Who
War
are
has
you
brought us here.
if you are mercenaries?
Currently no one, my lady. So if you happen to have the coin. But we have heard rumor of war, so I've led this unit of men here. To perhaps be hired out by one of the kings of Esmandos, preferably the short one. What's his bloody name? Santos.
Didn't Orlando want to hire them if they weren't already hired?
We're seeking to be hired. We have not yet. I've just
And-
mustered this unit together.
Of course, and with an impressive display. Why not? Why should you not get hired?
You are a minstrel? A bard, perhaps?
I have been called worse,
I'm sure you have, my friend.
but yes, my captain Also, the master of ceremonies, the mistress of the performing arts.
They're kind of watching, listening.
Where are you going with this?
Hazmat's like, I'm not improv trained. Tell me what is happening.
We may wish to perform to see if we can barter for goods for our long travels.
I must be clear, though, we are not merchants, my friend. Though we do have, we're looking for food. In fact, there's a village upriver here that we are, has drawn our attention. We thought perhaps you were from that village. You don't seem to be Esmandians there.
No, I am not in Esmandian.
You are very intriguing, my friend. Kind of looks at Kadir. And you, of course, my lady.
I get that a lot.
Oh, yes. The moon of 10,000 delights.
And Marichka too.
She will smile if he says that.
Yes.
I will be honest, my captain, not sea captain, my commander might be interested in your craft, your vessel. But it would be employed for warfare. Would you be interested?
Perhaps in a trade?
I suppose. I mean, what do you wish? What do you need? Do you need food? Better manners, perhaps?
Horses?
Horses?
We're mainly looking for means to travel overland.
You need horses then, or good
We
land.
want to go by sea. We want to go by land. It seems like it's a perfect match. Jadishma blesses this day.
So you will part with your ship?
For the right trade.
I cannot speak for my captain, but he might be willing to offer at least 10 horses for the thing. Perhaps a dozen.
Let us speak with your captain then.
He looks
Can
kind of look at each other.
let us our captain talk with your captain. A meeting of captains.
Very well.
And I shall entertain your troops in the meantime, as a gift.
I'm looking forward to it, my lord.
Are there
I
any
must
among
ask,
you
though,
who need healing? I am a accomplished healer. I can provide healing as well.
there is one or two of our men sick.
I
You
would be
can see to
happy
them.
to observe to them.
Ah,
This is very fortuitous by the gods.
Totishma again.
Follow us.
Very well. I turn to the other two. Should we let Orlando know that they are for hire? I think he mentioned that he might appreciate the extra muscle to get him home.
good idea. Hazmat!
But
I'm right here. I'm right behind you.
isn't any additional men he hires less pay for us?
It's true.
Not necessarily.
Not
Let's see what
It is a query that should be answered.
and possible protection on our way over land.
True.
what I was thinking. They have like 20-ish people. If Orlando has the money, then
As long as we get paid.
And protected on our travels.
Let us see.
My new friends, I could not help but overhear. You're looking to hire mercenaries?
One among us on our ship may indeed be looking to hire mercenaries. I will go fetch him, actually.
We're a Black Lion. We're not just any mercenary unit. Certainly you've heard of us.
Indeed. So I will skedaddle back to the ship and fetch Orlando.
All right, so Kadir goes hustling back. And so, Torik, you see Kadir approaching, the tall, lean Easterner.
Torik, Orlando, we may be going to talk with their captain, and they may be interested in a trade, and they are also looking for work. So perhaps Orlando. They might be willing to take part in our journey to the east.
So they are in fact the Black Lion.
They are, in fact, Black Lion Mercenaries. Jadishma is
Torik!
with us today.
Torik!
I am here. Yes. I'm still trying to think of how Torik would react to this.
See, Kadir has found something out here about these Black Lion Mercenaries. They are not oath-bound yet to anyone, so they say.
They also will be willing to perhaps trade their horses for our ship, so they seek to go join a war. So if you do not want to hire them, we could perhaps trade horses for ship and travel on horseback.
Torik takes a longing glance at the ballista.
You could take it with you.
Do you think the ballista would fit on a horse?
I don't know if you would fit on a horse, to be honest.
Perhaps 2 horses, maybe 3. But let me be clear. So they wish to trade for the ship?
They wish a ship. We wish horses. But perhaps if you employ them, then they do not need a ship either.
I do not know if I can afford so many men, so many swords, but I could try. Perhaps 10 of them?
Why don't you join us at our camp and we will talk to their captain and see what deals may be struck, if any at all.
Torik, do you wish to come, unless your orders are to stay here?
I do.
In case
I
it
wish
comes
to
to
see this
blows,
camp.
it would be good to have you nearby.
There are many of them, but I have not seen any as big as you.
Sometimes the honor of these men are in question. And some of them are, what is the term? Bullies looking for fights.
Do you know what allegiance they have, if any?
They said they sought to join King Santos, but they are not yet sworn.
In truth, they will go to the highest bidder, will they not?
I am sure they would.
As mercenaries usually do. I meant of their mercenary band, if they have one.
You claim to be companions of the Black Lion, notable mercenary group.
Ooh. You know,
But
I almost sought to sign up with them myself.
you would be perfect. Come, let's go. Let us not have them wait.
Indeed. Come, let's just go talk with them.
So do y'all, Torik, you head off the ship and then
Oh, yeah.
along the river shore, you meet, you see Malik waiting in Marichka and
Yeah.
Hazmat.
Marichka and Malik are just chilling. Like, yeah.
It's like this awkward moment, they're, like, oh, the guy's on the horseback and you guys waiting for, they're just like, so, how's the weather been? Right.
Really.
So
this is Esmandian, right. Violet Kadir saves the scene and Torik as they show up.
Torik, presumably
Orlando.
carrying his log.
Are you actually taking the log?
He's going to a camp, is he not? With people to sit down with it on.
So you can drag this giant log with you. They're just kind of giving you this weird look, not only because of the giant log, but this massive troll board. I see you keep strange company, my friends. Very powerful company, says the captain and Brithian.
Yeah. We're an impressive lot.
That's the word I'll use. So follow me back to the camp.
Your team is so ragtag. I love it.
So they look a little somewhat suspicious. You could tell they're now sort of aware that there's 3 of them. They broke away from the main group, and there's just like these massive warrior with an axe and several other people armed. But assuming you don't gack them on the way back, they lead you to the main encampment, which is now being completely broke down. Like I said, all the tents have been packed up, horses have been saddled, and they're just all kind of waiting on horseback. You do realize that they do have a few spare horses. And this guy that you spoke with goes riding forward, seems to single out a guy wearing plate and chain, black plate and chain that's got a black lion embossed on it. So he looks to be kind of decked out. Black cloak with white trim on the inside. And this guy kind of rides over to you. Greetings, my new friends. I was told that you are commanders of a ship. My lady?
Hey, Captain.
You are the
Mr.
entertainer?
Marichka.
Fingers.
And you, woman, must be the captain.
Yes.
And you must be, and he looks at Torik.
I am Torik, son of Dragnar.
Well met. Mighty looking man. He would be well as a mercenary.
Thank you. I tried my best.
You as well.
He
I was-
does a nod and kind of like beats his chest one time with his closed fist.
He kind of nods to you. He does manage to drop a hand to a sword hilt when you do that, but he still looks impressed and nods. And I was told there was some entertainment before we marched off.
I have brought seating.
That's what it is.
Hmm.
In truth, I thought that you had brought the ship's mast with you as proof that you own the ship. And several of them start laughing.
That might not be a bad idea.
Do not give him any ideas.
But please sit, relax. Pour wine if you have it, while our captain sings to you.
Jess, he's.
I do. Just no. Allow me.
You've never heard me sing, but please don't make me.
But yeah, I'll
Sing.
have and start thumping a beat.
Malik in the house. Take it away, Torik.
No,
I have
Okay,
a log.
that's commando attack.
but now I'll go into performance.
All right, just any old thing.
Yeah, just anything, just something to relax them and.
Okay.
Torik will set the log down and sit upon
Just
it.
a song or a story or a...
I'll start with a song.
Torik literally pulls up a seat.
Hmm.
In fact, it's 4 people can sit on this log.
All right.
Oh, 25.
28.
So yeah, you are 28. You get pretty much the whole encampment. Like, a lot of these guys could be easily distracted. They're kind of keeping watch. These are military guys, but just about all of them are like pretty enamored and very entertained. And they're probably starving for entertainment. They've probably been traveling a while from wherever. Most of them are speaking Brithian, so a lot of them may be stationed in Brithia. There's a few men that look like they could be Esmandians as well, or possibly Eridornians. But yeah, they're all sort of taken in. And at the end of your performance, they're just, some of them are cheering and some banging on their shields and applaud. And
Has Torik managed to get anyone to sit down on the log?
You will.
Your people, the player characters can let me know, but as far as these guys, nobody sits there.
Damn.
They're all sort of slightly either intimidated or more like concerned.
Yes, you are certainly odd.
Malik, you get coins tossed to you by somebody. You end up making 8 silver pieces.
Ah. Oh, good.
And then some of them are demanding like another performance, and the commander you just met kind of he's like, no, that's quite excellent, but we have a job here to do. Are we audience members? Are we warriors? And, are we Black Lions?
Why can't you be both?
Cheering.
But Captain, why don't you go negotiate with the commander here, and I shall entertain.
Oh,
That was
wow.
well done. Bard, what was your name again? Malik?
Malik.
You're from the east. You're from faraway lands, yes.
Yes, the jewel of the desert. That is me.
I will not forget you. My name is Commander Tolvalds, by the way.
Well met, Commander Tolvog. I like this. I'm going to
Torvald, yes. He goes walking over to Marichka. He's got another warrior next to him, almost like a squire, really. But, my lady, I was told you were the captain of that vessel.
Yes, I am.
You wanted to trade for horses?
Perhaps. And I kind of look at my crewmates like, I don't want to do this by myself.
I'll be there. I'm not really much of a persuasive person either.
Kadir is there.
How about this? How about this? Shall I join the negotiations? And then a free performance.
Yes, please.
Of course. Come and speak.
On
Second thoughts.
Yeah, stay over there. Yes.
How about this? You give us 10 horses and I will never do that again.
Make it 15. No, so you head on over. And yeah, he's just, and then the commander, Torvald, says, I don't know if if the scout leader was being more precise, but he might have told you we were looking for to hire a crew of a ship. But if you wish to sell the ship itself, then perhaps we can negotiate. Some of my warriors are sailors as well.
Yes, and I know that some of the crew members may want to stay on and, pursue their seafaring craft. So that should sweeten the deal.
Indeed, perhaps. Will it trouble you, though, if I say that the ship may be used in war and we may be raiding these shores? Are any of you loyal to this land? Actually, kind of looks at Orlando, almost knowingly. Orlando kind of finally speaks up and he's like, I am Esmandian, yes, but I'm not from this part of Esmandos. I would not say I would turn a blind eye, Commander, but I would be somewhat concerned, of course. Then Orlando keeps looking at Marichka like, is this okay what I'm saying?
He won't mind at all.
And there you
Very well. So again, do you wish to hire? What do you wish? What are you looking for? Enlighten me.
Well, we definitely need horses.
We have 6 to spare, but the ship is worth more than that. I wish I'm a fireman. I can give you 10 if you wish. Some of my men are more suited to spear work anyway as infantrymen, so they don't necessarily need them.
See, there are 5 of us, including Orlando. 6, including Orlando. This is out of character. I'm just thinking what we actually need, and if any of the actual crew would want to come with us, that would be additional horses required plus baggage.
I could give you more on the deal if this man here, and he looks at Torik. Can you part with him?
Torik looks back and forth.
You speak your own mind, Torik. You are your own man.
While I have thought about signing up with the Black Lions myself, I wish to remain with this party for now.
Very well. Understood. I could use a big man like you. So you do have an ill-favored look, if I might say.
That's when, he would presumably Torik wouldn't be wearing it into camp, but would still wish to have it on his person. At this point, Torik would put the horned warhelm on his helmet, on his face. Usually, it's not that seen.
Impressive helmet. Perhaps
the situations I find myself in, I don't need my face for.
That doesn't help.
Understood. But anyway, should you change your mind, I do not wish to separate companions.
Let me ask you something, Commander. If we do the trade, 10 horses. Now the ship is obviously worth more than 10 horses. Could you use the balance as credit for your services to our friend here?
10 warhorses? I think it is about even. That ship has seen better storms, better days, is it not?
True, but you're also forgetting the block and tackle. You're forgetting the provision, the boat,
and the crew with it.
And the crew, exactly.
How many is your crew?
Captain?
8, I think.
Let me see.
10? 10?
Oh no, 9. There were 10, and the one guy got outed by someone. As a
9.
pirate. Yeah.
9.
So they will come with the ship. They are not freemen. Did you?
They are freemen, but we have already paid for their services, so that has to go balance.
Very well. So, what are your terms then? What are you asking? Your performance was good, but I don't know if it was that good.
Well, my negotiation's even better.
Or is it? I have not heard your terms.
Diego, how many men do you seek to hire, or do you?
Orlando, you're asking Orlando?
Orlando, yeah. I don't know if he wants to use his real name or not, so I was.
Yeah, Diego is, he's kind of going by Diego right now.
Yeah.
Well, Diego says, I guess I am confused. This is a different thing. I thought, are we selling the ship or?
We're selling the ship, and we're possibly hiring some of their men because I thought you were interested in
Guarantee your safety across the land.
So what my friends are saying, Commander Torvald, is it? Yes, I am a man of means. I might be able to hire your unit. And then the commander kind of smirks and says, in truth, our contract is already purchased. We just need a ship, a warship, to strengthen our position.
I thought you said that you didn't have a contract. Or one of your men did.
Then he must have lied. Show me the man and I will have him punished.
Misinformed. Misinformed, Commander, not lying. That has yet to be determined. But 10 warhorses, do we need arms and provisions? As far as, tents.
Horse meat? You want tents?
Tents, cooking ware, things that will help us survive across the land.
So make a persuasion roll. Randall, Malik.
Oh, don't you freaking fudge me. 16.
So, he occasionally talks to a man next to him, kind of whispering, and the guy, you could mostly overhear the conversation. He's like, it is a good deal, my lord. We do need the ship. Yes, I'm quite aware of that. Very well. How about 10? These are war horses, trained for war, light war horses, you might classify them. And although one is basically a heavy war horse, even more expensive.
Oh, that one's mine.
4 tents. 4 tents, 5 days worth of horse feed and dried rations for your people.
Perhaps one of those nifty suits of chain?
The nifty what?
One of those nifty suits of chain that you wear.
We should
Aye.
chain shirt or chain hauberk. My lord, you only rolled a 16.
Sorry, School Titan. It is quite lovely. I'm sure one of us could have some use for it as I make my own persuasion roll.
It is not for me.
He was just about to say the armor belongs to the company, not to them personally. Which is a half-truth.
What is steel compared to the ship?
That's 16. I tried.
You're slowly started to... Do you guys see Game Night? The scene where he's like sliding the dollar bill slowly across the table. I sweetened the pot.
Very well, for you, my lady, a chain shirt.
Oh, thank you.
You see one of the men next to him like, really? Where are we? He just kind of nods to him like, make it so. Good.
Give him yours.
Doesn't
You're devoted.
Yeah.
Flip, flip.
See, it always works. And this other soldier comes running back. It's not a full chain hauberk, like it doesn't go to your knees. It's just a chain shirt, but it's lighter armor. And it's black. And they hand it to you.
Like my heart.
And that's it.
I love it.
Yeah, it matches your heart. And that was
Metal and chain.
I don't know if I can even wear it though. I was actually getting it because I thought it was personal.
Well, you can. It's just that it's -3 armor penalty to asterisk skills, so magical arts included.
Yeah, I might
Is a chain shirt better than Brigadine
We can always
in
modify it.
protection?
It's about the same, but Brigadine's bulkier, I think. Let me look up the stats. So, right. So let's see, chain shirt. Chainmail shirt.
Captain gets
So protection rating 3, 0, -3 skill penalty.
Oh, Brigadine is less bulky than a chain shirt.
Brigadine is less skill penalty, but -1 to mobility.
Brigadine is protection rating 3, -1 skill penalty, -1 mobility penalty, -2 skill penalty.
Yeah.
At least that's what I've got.
And Brigadine's also bulk 1, where chain shirt is not bulk. But
Oh, okay. I see.
What is the protection rating of the chainmail?
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 3 points armor.
Well,
Okay.
I'll take it, but I might give it
Yeah.
to someone else.
I mean, it might be one of those things like if you're going into like a heavy battle or something, you can put it on. And so, as
Oh,
people would have been. D&D characters are and SK characters are sometimes a little unrealistic. It's like they wear their armor everywhere, and most warriors actually would have carried most of their gear and only put it on when they were actually about to enter a battle. But so yeah, so you got that, and there's also 10 light warhorses, right?
9 light and 1 heavy.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he said that one was borderline heavy. It is a little bigger than the rest.
That is fine.
Before we part ways, I not needed for these conversations, but perhaps I heard that some of your men have fallen ill and traveled. I am a healer. Perhaps I could take
Seems
see to them.
Seems my scout told you everything. Follow me.
If you could follow someone else, you wish to still continue dealing with my captain.
Come. He just apparently wants to take you himself into
Okay.
one of the tents if you follow him, and he just kind of gestures in there. And you see another Black Lion Mercenary warrior in there. Actually, it looks like a woman in here, actually. Whether it's one of them, or maybe one of the wives or girlfriends, or maybe it's like literally a healer that they've employed. She's in
Wait.
two men. What?
Marichka will grab onto Malik if he goes out. Like, nope.
The lady looks up. She's very, very young. She's like 16, maybe. More like a girl, really.
No.
Second thought. And there's two men in here that are pretty. They look kind of. One looks very pale, and the other doesn't look noticeably as bad. But anyway, you can roll healing arts if you want to diagnose.
I will attempt to.
Diagnose if you don't want to do it.
Just be like Torik and heal yourself.
You want to do it.
Now, since we're warhorses, will they be able to
Sorry.
carry all our stuff from the ship?
23.
It
What, man?
should.
Oh.
War should be able to carry like what, close to.
I mean, considering there are only 6 of us are going,
Yeah, it's
that we
in the
have
book.
10
How much-
horses. We have a
how
lot.
much
That's
is
a lot
there?
extra stuff to carry. So
Heavy warhorse can carry like bulk 35 or something.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my horse.
Light horse like 30. Yeah, you guys have riding horses. They're a little bit lighter and fast. They're just not trained for battle. So they'll freak out around blood and noise. So Kadir, you look over these two guys really quickly. So one has is suffering from a disease, from a poisonous wound, basically.
Yeah.
So he actually is literally wounded. The other guy has no actual wounds, but he's suffering from some kind of ailment, which with a 23, you could tell is some kind of disease that he's picked up probably just over the last week or so.
Lupus.
And
I
there's a
don't think he
fever.
picked up lupus.
There's a fever involved. I mean, the closest thing in the real world is probably scarlet fever.
Ooh, dirty.
I could help the injured one. The other one is it's a disease.
Yeah, basically one's poison, one's disease.
Let me see what I can do. I don't have cure ailment, sadly, so I can't do that. I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Sadly, purification doesn't really work on people. Let me see what I can do.
Mouth to mouth.
If it comes to that, sure. All right, I will see to the poisoned one first and try to
All right.
delving into my kit. See what I can do with this for. Not terrible. This is the treating poison on the poisoned one.
Yeah, the girl kind of steps back and lets you, but she's still standing there, acting a little.
What have you tried? Yeah, okay.
She's a dark-haired girl, probably Esmandian, sort of light to slightly tan skin.
And Brithian, like, what have you tried so far?
Let's see if she speaks Brithian. She seems to understand a little bit. I've leeches, that is all. I must ask what, and then she like stops, like what she was about to ask. So 18, is this on the guy that has the wound?
Poisoned,
the
the wounded one. Yeah, yep.
Okay. So and he's unconscious, by the way. So you do the best you can as you're doing that. The other guy too is not quite unconscious, but he's kind of out of it.
Okay.
Almost like he's maybe drugged on some kind of lotus or something. And as you're healing this guy, Kadir, make a perception roll.
Okay.
Healing specialty.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't have that specialty, but okay.
So yeah, you're focused on you're healing this guy, doing the best you can, putting some herbs, clean it. You're starting to clean it up. You're not into it much, maybe 20, 25 seconds. And suddenly you feel a blade drag across your neck, probably from that girl.
Well then, that's rude.
And she's, yeah. So you don't have cat-like reflexes, do you?
Sadly, I do not.
Ouch. But she
In
tries
this
to
economy?
cut your throat. 8 points of damage.
Ouch. Jeez. So much for this. And the captain's there, like, letting me do this, and she just...
No, he's not. The tent's very small. He just
like,
led you there
gotcha.
and walked off.
Ouch. All right.
And this dark-haired, kind of fairly young girl, like apparently. So yeah, as your like blood is coming out, obviously you're still conscious, I think, right?
Yes, I'm still conscious. I'm not doing well, but I'm still conscious.
Staggered, I believe, right?
Yes, I am staggered. I don't
stare around, probably clutching
grit.
your neck, and you could see it's the girl holding this blade. She's got this look like, damn it, that didn't finish the job.
Why?
Looks poised to strike again, perhaps. So roll initiative.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
And so much for leveling up my character, Mike. Thanks a lot.
You want to know by
You just
yourself.
have to yell out quick enough for Torik to find for Torik to hear.
I mean, here I am trying to do being a good Samaritan, and I get murdered.
You survived the secret strike, though. She used secret strike, and I didn't roll that well for her.
What a bitch. All right, well, she's gonna get this out of me. All right.
This person just tried to kill you with a secret strike. What a bitch.
Oh, also, Matt, you have to add insult to injury. You have to make an endurance roll.
Oh, of course, she poisoned me.
I wonder why. I wonder what that wound, where that wound came from.
Oh, actually, -2 on that because I'm staggered, so 13 for me.
For endurance?
No, 13 for the initiative.
Oh, okay.
Sadly. All right, here's my endurance.
So
if I am staggered.
Yes.
Oof, not good.
Okay. You don't feel any ill effects yet.
Okay.
Unless you're going to luck it. And
I don't have. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to luck it just because I will add 5 to that.
Okay. How many luck do you have left after that?
Now I have 4 left.
Okay. So 17. All right. Like I said, you don't notice anything yet. And then All right. And then the girl, let me put her little token out here so I can attach initiative to it.
This girl's gonna get dead.
There she is.
You know how I can evoke fresh water from my hands? If I shove my hand into her mouth and evoke fresh water, can I drown her?
Keep her mouth shut, I guess.
Shove it in her.
I mean, you probably could.
Her lungs explode.
I think if you have somebody in a good brawling hold, you probably could.
No, shove all
Then I
the
cast freeze water because water expands when it freezes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's water inside her body, maybe.
Yeah. You could do it on a helpless or a restrained target.
Yeah, well, he's not that mean though, but it's an interesting thing to go to.
So she reacts first with a 17.
Oh, lovely. Of course she does.
So I know you guys
are.
she's like, you're one of them. You are one of them.
I'm not.
And she see stab at you again.
Well, I'm no longer like surprised, at least, right?
Yeah, you're not off guard.
And does Secret Strike ignore armor?
Oh, you had armor on?
I have 1 point of armor.
Yeah, so you took 7 instead of 8.
Gotcha.
I for some reason assumed that you.
I actually have soft leather armor on. Yes.
So she does this she cartwheels behind you in between the two like unconscious men, this crazy maneuver, and then slashes at you again. Despite that skill of athleticism, she still misses. You're still dodge, and she seems to only have the one weapon, the one dagger. She's really wearing nothing but like a little, just a tunic and a belt and a belt pouch. That's about it. And now it's your turn.
Lovely.
Word.
For my first action, I am going to see. Going to expend 4 stamina.
Oh.
Huh?
Said, uh-oh.
And no, it's not. It's not uh-oh for her. It's a good thing for me though. And basically, I pull the blood back into my body.
So you're a protagonist now, I see.
Water jam racial ability.
Water jam racial ability,
yeah.
Yes. So I heal 2, which puts me above staggered.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Costs you 6 stamina.
And
it's a racial ability, is water jam.
I can heal with the touch. So basically, I'm always touching myself. So basically, I just pull the blood. I'm basically a bloodbender. I pull the blood back into the wound on my neck, and it starts to close a bit. It still
makes sense because it's a liquid and you're a water gem, so you're
exactly. And I also have blood magic, so it's all flavor for me. But yeah.
Yeah, and blood. Right, you understand how all that works.
Yeah.
And so she almost has this kind of shocked look as you do that. It's an action.
And I will call out, Torik.
Oh dear.
And then I will. It's an action, but not a.
So one action left.
Does Torik hear this? I cannot wait.
I don't know how far.
Yeah, you definitely hear it.
Oh boy.
You're only like 20 yards from that tent that he went to.
Is she okay? So she's behind me, which basically means now her
she
back
tumbled,
is to the.
She tumbled away from the opening of the.
So she's deeper into the opening. She's deeper into the tent.
Or yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
I will.
In fact, I'm going to put a 10 out here so we can see. Excellent.
Carcass bodies in here.
Right. They're like, thanks for carcasses now.
Yeah, well, almost carcasses. If I can't do this, they will be.
Corpses. They're like, are we corpses or carcasses? Jesus.
So she's still in melee with me, though. Basically, she just attacked me. So
yeah, she's still in reach of you, and you're in reach of her.
All right. I will draw my dagger as a my bronze dagger as a reaction, I guess. And
what's a 0 action? Yeah,
as a 0 action. That's what I meant, really.
Reaction.
I guess, and I can't really. I don't have concentrated defense, but I guess I'll just lash out at her. I guess I'm not.
Nothing fancy.
Yeah, I don't really have any great like one-on-one melee spells, so
Okay.
this is just my attack with my dagger, and of course that happens.
Oh dear. That is, are you keeping it or not?
I'm gonna keep it. I don't have enough luck to waste, so let me roll my whatever it is
So
for my crit.
critical failure.
Yeah. Roll 1d. What is my
1d6 for melee weaponry.
All right, let's see what happens. 2. And I stab Torik as he enters.
Boy.
The strapping of your helmet breaks, causing it to go askew and making you suffer -1. So that obviously didn't happen.
It couldn't be my helmet. It might be like my kafia or something like that. Good.
Do you have? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have any headwear, it kind of like slips over your face.
Okay.
You have -1 to future perception and attack rolls until you spend an action to write it.
Okay. Lovely.
So that's actually not as bad as some of the others.
Yeah. Okay. At least I don't lose my weapon. My only weapon.
And it's not enough for her to get like a reactive attack.
Okay.
I mean, you still kind of know where you're still like trying to hold her off.
Kind of just, I'm just kind of like fending her off. Really, is all the best I'm trying to do.
So Malik and Marichka, yeah, and Torik, you definitely heard that shout of Torik.
Shall I roll initiative?
And the Black Lions are also like, what is going on? Yeah, so roll initiative.
9.
All of you can if you want, because you all heard that. Torik gets a 9.
Oh, okay. I can get there. My run is 28. All right, I'm good.
Yeah.
Considering I have a negative, I did pretty decently. 15.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad.
Wow.
Marichka's token. And Malik got a 12. All right, 15. Malik got a 73, I think. No, not at all. 12. Excellent. All right. So top of the next round is her, then Marichka, then Kadir, then Malik, then Torik. And then Black Lion Mercenaries if they want to do anything, unless they're in on it. But it looks by their reaction, they're like, what in the heck? Either they're the best actors in the world or they literally don't know what's going on. So,
oh my God. Theater troupe.
you should like that, right? So she goes first, this little assassin, this little Arya Stark chick. And
yeah, I'm squishy. My parry of 12.
poor Kadir. She just kind of stares and looks at you and she says, Santeria, how did you? Yeah. And she goes slashing at you again. And actually, Kadir, make a resolve roll. Oh no, never mind.
It's all right. I didn't do well either.
Actually, you're lucky that she scored an exploding 20, but not on an attack roll, on a deception or a persuasion bluffing roll. Good thing I wasn't in the attack roll.
Yeah, so still, I guess she gets it.
So she looks at you,
guard.
says that, and suddenly, next thing you know, she's already thrusting at you as she catches you flat-footed with her feigned
Which
attack.
really, I mean, honestly, it's my parry is 12, my flat foot is 10. Really,
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
Your off-guard defense. And still, though, she only nicks you for 1 point of damage, does not get to your 1 point of
Oh,
armor.
phew.
Just nice. And it's Marichka's turn.
Why do you hold against me?
You are one of them. I do not wish this war. So, your turn, Marichka.
Did she hear what the girl just said? I mean,
No, that was
Okay.
really just for Kadir. Probably even barely heard it.
well, she's gonna go to the tent and open and see.
So you're 20 yards away.
Oh,
Just to let you know how the distance.
okay. So I guess she runs.
Okay, so it's both actions to run, as you probably know. So what's your mobility?
Not good.
Oh, that's right. You have that limp or something, I think.
It's just very clumsy. My run is 14.
Your run is 14? Okay, yeah, so you're 6 yards short. She comes running up. You could sprint if you want. You go ×3, but it costs a stamina point.
Oh, I'll do that then.
Triple. It's not on the character sheet because there was only so much room. I think, or is it?
At least you get there.
Maybe on the character
It's
sheet.
not. It's not on the old one. It might be on the new one.
I think it's on the new one. So yeah, it puts you right up to the opening. Costs you a stamina point to run that fast in such a burst of speed, but no problem. And you can
Okay.
just see inside, and Marichka and see Kadir standing off against this fairly young black-haired girl, very lithe built, holding this dagger out in
The
front
whole
of her.
front of and the whole front of my chest is like covered in
Yeah,
blood.
and he's
like,
wounded, and there's blood on her blade.
Wait, so I can see her now.
Yeah,
Would
you're
I-
right at the opening.
Can I do anything?
No, I took both actions. Unless you want to spend a luck point to gain a third action.
No, I was just wondering if I could say anything, but
Yeah, probably a couple words.
okay. Would I be able to do a persuasion?
No, nothing to trigger an actual action. Like,
All right.
just
Slough.
fluff.
She's always like, is this really happening right now? Darling, stop it.
And she can see you, and Kadir, you can hear her because she sprinted, so you can hear.
caught me by surprise.
So Kadir's turn.
All right, so. All right. What I am going to do
Scream.
is yes, I'm going to disengage and leave the tent because I am not a combatant. So I am going to disengage and back up with my
Back through there. Okay.
yeah, I probably go a little bit farther. My ability is 9, so I'll probably go
Behind Marichka.
Go behind her.
Yeah, I'll hide behind the captain who's not injured.
It's like,
She tried to kill me, said I was one of them.
what does that mean?
I don't know. I think she's Esmandian. I think maybe she's I don't know. I don't she's trying to kill me.
It's not making any sense.
I'm not happy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez,
My throat
fine.
hurts.
I'll deal with it then.
Malik's turn. Since rounds are only 6 seconds.
I'm gonna run around freaking betrayal.
What? What? I didn't hear you.
Oh, run around the camp screaming betrayal.
Are you really?
No.
Okay. Betrayal. So what do? You heard somebody shout Torik, and then Marichka ran to the tent so far.
Torik, smash! That's all I can do.
I'm trying to get there.
But you don't move
Just
there.
give me time.
You don't do anything else. You don't move. Just stay there.
My hands go into my dagger.
Okay. You're 20
That's-
yards away from that tent, just so you know. All right. Hazmat is like, shall I take care of this? Shall I wait until battle and take them on? You guys are going to be surprised once he starts waiting in the battle and just carving through people.
Do it all.
That'd be so
Speaking of
bad.
carving through people, Torik's up.
Oh my goodness.
Ian, you there?
I'm trying to see if my charging
Help me.
talent will be useful here.
Bullish charge? or-
Bullish charge, yes.
This
Yeah, basically knocks people back.
Yeah, but can I charge through the tent? What kind of tent is this?
It's made out of sailcloth, so basically, canvas and modern speak. So fairly durable, but not that
Can I
ridiculous.
knock it down or charge through it?
I
at
don't
this
know if he would
moment?
know. It's probably more likely that it would knock through it than it would to rip through it, like knock it over.
All right, well, I'm going to
Part of it over.
spend my action. I would like to spend first my first normal action, moving my base mobility, and then running takes your attack action, correct?
running takes 2 actions, so yeah, I would take both actions.
All right. Can I bullish charge while running?
Yeah, I think in fact it is at the end of a movement. Let me I can't remember how I wrote this.
Oh,
thing.
in that case, I'll be able to find it quicker. I've got it saved here in a sec. War cry, bullish charge. Where are you?
I got it here in the book. So bullish charge. By charging an opponent, and scoring a successful brawling or melee weaponry attack versus defense, you can drive the target back 1 yard if your physique is no less than 2 of your opponent's physique. If your physique is 5 or more over your foes, then you either drive him back 2 yards or knock him prone, your choice. Note if you gain a critical success, then you deal 5 points of health damage to the target as well as the above effect.
All right. I'm going to. I will be running into the tent.
Okay.
Ending my movement next to her, and then going through with such a plan as that.
Cool.
And that is physique. Wait, what is it? I do not have it.
Depends on what you're doing. If you can, it's brawling. If you're just going to shoulder into someone, it could be, or you can make a melee weaponry roll if you want to use your great axe half to like knock the person over. It's really up to you.
No, I'll go with brawling.
But you're not knocking a person. You're trying to bust through the tent, right?
Well, the tent shouldn't be busted through. I should be able to just kind of throw it open, assuming I can find the door. Yes.
Yeah. So you come flying and cut in the front of Marichka. And as you cut around the corner there, you see this young girl standing there, these 2 wounded warriors on the ground.
I will knock her away.
Cool. Okay. So brawling or melee weaponry roll. As you go shouldering into her, maybe.
Hopefully.
Green dot
Let's see.
you?
I don't know what that is. Full health, maybe?
No, green is I usually use for if you're enchanted, beguiled, or englamored.
Oh, I don't know.
That was from last session. It's probably gone by now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. All right.
Nice.
How's 27 work?
That'll work.
27.
That'll do.
Plows. She's very quick, but she does not sidestep that. And you go plowing into her. And what's your physique? +4?
My physique is +4, yes.
And it's 2 well over. Wait, it's okay. No, it's not. It's 4 over her, not 5. So you're actually only able to knock her back a yard, but it's still up against the tent. Like, and she falls kind of into it, knocking a little bit over. She's kind of like stuck in it for a moment.
I would, if there's an opportunity to grab her, I would like to do such a thing as that.
Okay. Oh wait, no, never mind. Actually, her physique is -1, so you are 5 over.
Oh boy.
So you can knock her back 2 yards or prone. And 1
I would
yard
prefer to
prone.
knock her prone if possible.
So it's 1 yard and prone. So you knock her into the back of the tent, falls on her butt, laying there on her back, like this, her dark eyes wide open, like what the hell was that?
Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna have to call it.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But
well, we're probably gonna play to 10 anyway, so
yeah, I'll watch the episode.
cool. So what about Malik? Just kind of mostly persuasion, support.
Does whatever he can to de-escalate the situation.
Cool, man. Yeah. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, brother.
Hopefully
Guys,
in 2 more
awesome.
weeks.
Adios. Stay safe.
See you, man. All right, audience. Randall's leaving. And Malik is teleporting away, leaving a sign of Elvis. Leaving the calling card of Elvis Presley. All right.
Beyond the grave.
Beyond the grave. So we're back to her. She's on her butt. She looks up at Torik with this kind of look like, where the heck did you come from? And she seems to mutter something to herself, moving her hand around in some kind of gesture while being on the ground, Mr. Torik. And suddenly she vanishes.
Damn, I should have grabbed her.
Right before your eyes.
Wish I could have grabbed her.
Jesus.
So, all right, right before your eyes. Okay.
Rather than after them.
Yeah, right after your eyes. Torik, make a perception hearing specialty check if you would.
Hearing specialty check.
You actually have a
Alright.
chance at this because the opposed
I do
roll-
with my +1 bonus.
The opposed roll was crap. That's all I'll say.
The 17.
Oh, you missed it by 1.
Oh, can I use luck?
I probably shouldn't have said anything, but yeah, if you want.
Okay. You know what? I will. Of my 4 luck, this seems like a reasonable use for it.
2 down to 3.
Yep, I'm down
9
to
plus
3.
5, yeah, 22. So yeah, she disappeared. About a second or two later, you sound like a footstep, just kind of, and you also saw like the leg of this wounded guy laying here kind of move, like something must have hit his leg. That's not there.
Is there enough time for a reaction?
Yeah, and it's enough to kind of be on guard and not be caught off guard as suddenly a dagger goes stabbing at your back. But you're not off guard because you heard her. You heard it, so she can't do secret strike.
Oh, okay. I thought she was going to run away. If she's going to try to fight me, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, so basically probably what happened is she did some kind of sorcery to make herself invisible, and she must have tried to move in behind you, and you heard her, detected her. Stabs at your back, and still gets by your guard. So you swing your axe back, trying to like half, block her, but she still gets around your dagger and stabs you for 2 points of damage minus armor, which is probably nothing.
Yeah, that is absolutely nothing.
It doesn't get through your brigandine.
And I wouldn't be wearing my stacked armor. I would only be wearing brigandine.
And she is now essentially visible. It's not quite like D&D where it's like the person's just like suddenly the spell goes away, but it's almost like you know so much like where they are that it really doesn't even matter that they're disappeared.
Yeah.
So, same thing.
Just
It's just flavor wise, it's just a little different.
Slightly harder to hit them, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So you know generally where she is. As it now becomes at the Black Lion's turn. And so some of the Black Lion companions are like, there's chaos in the camp. Some are shouting, "What is going on?" And so someone's even going like, "It's one of the strangers in the tent." like they're like expecting it's Kadir's fault. So some of them come jogging this way, but not in any great haste because they don't know what's going on. Others like don't seem to really care.
The captain should be nearby though. Did he leave me in
Well,
there?
he walked off to go back to the negotiations. So the commander comes kind of jogging back to, I'll just use this guy really quick. It's about there. And then it's Marichka's turn again.
She'll turn to the captain and be like, "Well, your healer decided to randomly attack mine."
What? What, the girl?
Yes.
Girl.
Yes, the girl has attacked my
don't know.
men.
Should have known. It's a girl from a nearby village. Well, apprehend her. Men, get that lady. The girl, not this one.
That's a shame. I was prepared to spend one action equipping my frost giant battle axe.
Let's
Please don't murder the teenage girl. She
Well,
will.
I keep-
Can I cast? Was that one action? I'm wondering, would I be able to do evil
Nah,
eye?
you still got 2 actions. I mean, that
Okay.
was, that was
So
only a
I
few seconds.
know where she is.
What now? Do you see it?
is she visible now or is she still invisible?
That's true. Technically, you hear enough of her to know where she is.
So I can I do evil eye by like looking in that general area?
Yeah,
or-
it takes an action and it gives you another a boost on your shadow magic. Yeah, totally can.
I'm gonna
Cost
do
an
that,
Cost a stamina, I
then-
believe.
and then I'm gonna cast Beguile to make
So
her
you-
more friendly.
Okay, you're kind of looking at her back, but you do manage to catch her enough of her gaze. So it's like an eye contact thing.
Yeah.
And then you're casting what? What does it?
Beguile.
Ooh,
That's not good.
excellent. Oh no, barely. It doesn't even work. No, it does work, but just barely.
Barely.
Not much power behind it. So who knows? Maybe she'll roll poorly on resolve. Nope. She easily shrugs it off. She now knows you're there as well because you. So,
Marichka just shrugs, be like, "You got an entire camp after you, darling. You better stop."
and that was 3 stamina points.
Yeah, I
All
already
right.
did it.
She just kind of whirls around, looks. You can just kind of vaguely see her now, kind of a blur. And Kadir is next.
All right. I'm gonna hold out a hand towards her. I'm kind of like peering around Marichka, and I'm going to try to cast the DL15 version of the DL15 version of Conjure Water.
The one where you knock someone prone.
Yes, correct.
And she does look light enough to get knocked prone by that.
Yes.
Medium.
Because I have a
everything.
secondary action I would do theoretically, but I can't cast 2 spells in the same round. So let's see if I can even get this off. If I can even make my water work.
You're a water Jan. It should work.
Yeah, but they actually don't get any. They actually don't get any bonus to casting water spells. So
only Wrath Curie. And that's actually just ice magic specific. So -2 is your stagger. Wait,
I'm not staggered anymore.
Oh, that's right.
I missed
You're 1
it.
above.
I missed it.
By 1. Oh shit.
I'm not gonna luck that.
All
Stay
right.
away from me.
You try to conjure water and it just doesn't quite come out. If you weren't, oh no, you're not staggered.
I'm not staggered. Yeah, I just rolled. I'm not great at my spellcasting is not great. So.
Second action.
Yeah, she said something about I'm one of you and she doesn't want this war.
What? Is this some girl we're hiding in a nearby village? Apprehend her. So the commander's still kind of on your side shouting for his men to come
back up a
apprehend.
bit. I guess I'll back up some more so that they have room to maneuver.
Okay, all right. And then Malik's turn. So Malik said he's just still kind of be there back as support. He will send Hazmat into battle.
Yes, you wish.
Hazmat, what are you doing? Pick up that scimitar and go into battle. So Torik's turn.
Well,
you more or less see her.
Apparently, I've been yelled at not to get out the frost giant axe.
Yes, please don't murder the teenage girl.
We can't just keep letting them go.
You grab
They keep showing up.
Grab her.
All right.
Her.
Okay, I attempt to apprehend her.
Okay. Brawling. She's pretty quick, but you're pretty good at brawling.
27.
She ain't going nowhere. She tries to dodge, and you just you have her in a full melt, like you have both arms, like, and her torso just completely wrapped up. She's like struggling. I mean, she's struggling and kicking though. She's a fiery little thing.
And she has a dagger already
so
drawn.
is Torik.
And has a dagger already in her hand, which means she.
I don't know if she'll be able to do much with it.
Yeah, it's -2 when you're grappled. Actually, maybe -5.
Even still, Torik has enough health to outlast her attack.
Yeah, and armor.
And armor, that too.
So, second action, Torik, or is that enough?
I'm good for that. I'm good to just sit here and hold her.
Just lay on top of her. Just lay down with her beneath you. There, got her. She's going nowhere.
She's spitting and slashing, and meanwhile, a couple mercenaries, including the commander, come running in. You hear him like, "Apprehend that child. Have that heal." Oh, never mind.
Wait, is she invisible still?
No, I mean, not really now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worn off. And, well, concentration is broken as well. It's a focus spell. I think just like D&D where it's, yeah. All right, so, yeah, we see her. She's grappled. These men start coming in. They're like, what is going on here? And so basically the battle is over unless, oh, wait. No, it's her turn. She will try to make some kind of miraculous escape. That will happen, but you never know. She tries to squirm out of your grasp, Torik, but you have her completely under control. And then several blades go to her throat, and she finally gives up.
Well, she's a feisty one.
Yeah, I'll say.
One of your men is poisoned, the other diseased. I got that far before she cut my throat.
So that's where these wounds came from. So we hired a healer girl to tend to the wounds that she dealt. What about the other man?
Diseased. Something from traveling, perhaps.
Thank you, my friend. See to this man. Not the girl, of course. So, yeah, somebody runs up to you, Kadir, and wants to help heal you.
All right. I will let him. I will also do my own fresh wounds, and it's harder to do on myself.
But that's the 10-minute thing. Do y'all want to do anything in the meantime? The girl's just like giving up. And...
I'm not paying attention to that. I'm working with my wounds. If they want to do something, that's fine. But I'm going to work on my own fresh wounds. So.
Well done, big man. Torik, well done. I thank you. We'll take it from here.
Torik just nods and carefully hands her over.
Next time I don't.
And she's like, please, what are you doing? She's like spitting and by Santago.
What? Girl, why did you attack our healer?
Make a persuasion roll, Madison.
All I was doing was healing him.
I'm sorry, we did not know about this woman, this girl.
Gosh, keep getting worse now. 11.
She just look her. She gives you this withering look and doesn't answer.
You leave and
they start dragging away, and then the commander kind of stops and says, "Wait a minute, my lady captain. If you wish me to give the girl to you, you could take care of her yourselves. Otherwise, we probably will execute her."
Oh, I have no reason to have her unless it is for questioning. I am curious as to why she attacked my healer, but
as you say that, one of the other men's like, "She's right, Commander. We need information. Why has she done this? Why is she here? Who sent her?" "Perhaps you're right, and then we'll execute her."
She used powerful magic. She disappeared.
Wait, she's a sorceress as well?
Well, she has something that let her do it.
We'll definitely question her, but be careful of her words. She speaks the strangest word or gesture, cut her throat. She's like kicking and screaming.
To me, I wasn't even doing that.
I see. -5 to the spell
14.
penalty.
Yeah. What were you rolling for, Kadir? Healing Arch?
I haven't rolled it yet, but I was going to.
Oh, there was something up there. Oh, that was the spell. Okay, never mind.
That was the conjure water.
Yeah, so 10 minutes later, you can roll that. He's assisting you. This guy's not their real healer, so he's not that good. Oh, well, he's pretty good, but you do most of it yourself. And after 10 minutes, 18, that's enough to heal 4 health. Or actually, it's 5 health.
Nice. All right.
It's 1 plus every 2 that's over.
I'm almost full.
Nice.
So.
Oh no, wait, sorry, it's DL 15. So that heals 2. 2 health.
I'm
DL
less
10
full.
is the heal wounds.
I'm less full. And I can heal myself with just setting stamina before I go to bed tonight, which I might end up doing. So.
Yeah. But they take the girl to another tent. They have her chained. They have her manacled and rope wrapped around her. They're not treating her with too much specialty. They're treating her pretty much like an adult man.
I know what
almost.
poison to use. Maybe she has an antidote or something for the injured men.
Oh, indeed. Were you poisoned? Perhaps it's not taken you.
I hope not.
Some poisons are long.
How's my neck look? Does the scar is it discolored?
He kind of points at the guy that was healing you to look, and he goes, "My lord, I think you are right. I don't think there's any poison on the wound. I did the best I could."
I don't feel anything, so.
I'm sorry, we did not know about this girl.
I thought she was like a wife of a soldier or a girlfriend or something, so I paid her no mind.
Well,
She said she used leeches. So I thought maybe she was a healer. I don't know.
she hooked up with one of the men last night, so he's perhaps claiming her to be such. We found a nearby village. I thought it was strange that she said she would give her services without any payment. The commander walks over and he's like, "Are you all right, Kadir? Is it?"
I will be fine. Yes, wounds will heal.
Very sorry.
She said something about, they don't want this war, so I guess she thinks we're here to fight Santos's war. She might be, but I am not.
We will question her unless your friends here have any methodologies that might be better than mine. And you see him kind of like cracking his knuckles.
I have no such thing.
No, I think that is your specialty, Captain.
Or perhaps your friend that apprehended her in the first place.
I don't know. I feel like
I would imagine that would require some finesse, and Torik is not someone who is familiar with finesse.
I was speaking merely of his presence, but perhaps you're right.
Perhaps. I mean, he is large and intimidating. I don't know if he has intimidating physique, but he is large and intimidating.
I'm headed towards that direction, actually. I'm preparing to be good at intimidation.
He's becoming more and more intimidating every day.
Every day. It is getting exponentially worse.
He grows larger and more intimidating day by day.
So this is the new tent that she's in. We'll just use the same tent, but it's a different one. And as you're walking over to Torik, you see Malik come over. He's like, "Perhaps I should take care of this situation. I'm fairly persuasive."
Torik will just be laughing at this.
Unless Torik, of course, unless you wish to do something. But I always learned in Assyria that honey is more powerful than vinegar most of the time. But Asmand?
Yeah.
Interrogate a woman. No, I'm just kidding.
Find out.
Torik does not choose to do anything.
Wait, Malik says, Torik, there's something, what is it? What would you call it here? Good guard, bad guard. You're the bad soldier, and I'm the good one. And you see...
Torik's intimidation is good, actually. I do have intimidating physique, I forgot. It's +6.
Yeah, I thought you had it now.
+7 when he's raging. And which I imagine raging would give him hopefully some other advantage as well. Because if he's raging and just screaming.
It does pump your physique up by 1, so it does if it's intimidating physique. So he says, well, perhaps you do your method first, and then I'll do my sweet method. Hey. Oh. Whichever, I'll go first.
I'll be right back. 1 moment.
All right. So in other words, he's giving you are you doing it, Torik, or do you want Malik?
Nah. Torik will wait. Let him. He prefers to watch the show.
So if you're in the tent while Malik does this, he does refer to you like any good sort of performer. He's like, my friend here I'm keeping him back, by the way. So if you don't tell me in a civilized way what I need to know, I'm afraid that my friend might just kind of lose control a little bit. And she's just kind of like, whatever. And
should Torik rage at this point?
It's up to you. I just haven't rolled.
No, that's too quick.
Malik, I mean, you could if you want, but so Malik talks to her. She's very resilient for a small girl. Maybe she's very detached from reality is probably part of it. And yeah, he's not really getting through. Like he gets a name out of her, but he never seems to get a motive. Other than just maybe being mad. Maybe she's mad, but insane. So then eventually he looks over. All right, I gave you the chance, child. Meet my friend Torik.
Torik, son of Dragmar. Torik proceeds to, with his helmet on, as well. No, he probably would have taken it off, but I presume for this he would put it back on. will stand up from his log and proceed to get his giant axe off of his back.
Okay. She's just kind
Her
of,
life means nothing, correct?
she just sort of eyes it like, oh, I'm gonna be executed.
And I am attempting to intimidate her into speaking here.
All right. Persuasion, intimidation.
I will rage for it. I do not need the stamina right now.
"Ah!" Her eyes go wide.
Like, I'll give her time before I start my charge, and that's like while I'm starting my charge, hopefully to get her to speak. That is.
You don't have to charge. You can just kind of stand in place and go. And
Okay.
berserk.
And that would be a total. I get +1 from my helmet, +8. 24.
Nice.
Okay. I don't think her resolve is going to make that one. She barely resolved against Malik.
Torik is good at another thing now. I'm proud. The +1 help, the +1 intimidate from the helmet worked.
Oh, you got the. I mean, she just like buckles, and I mean, actually, tears start coming out of her eyes. And even though she says what she does in a sneer, you could tell she's still like broken. And but she immediately says, but she says something in Esmandian, which I don't think Torik understands.
No.
But Malik speaks a little bit of it.
He'll see, presumably, that she speaks and stop.
Yeah, Malik's like, oh, good job, Torik. Good job. Well done. Even Hazmat could not have been that impressive. I do speak a bit of Esmandian, and I think I got what I needed out of her. Thank you very much, darling. Looks like you might live another hour or two. So, Torik, up to you. He kind of winks at you and heads out of the tent, leaving you awkwardly. The other Black Lions are kind of standing around, but they're not inside.
Torik will put his axe away at this point.
She just stares at you, kind of tears running down her. Malik comes out, talks, looks at Kadir, Marichka, and of course mainly Commander Torvald, and says, "Well, you probably heard a certain troll-blooded man, shall we say, kind of went berserk and seemed to break the child, young woman, really." And she said the words in Esmandian. I don't speak the language particularly well, but the gist of it seemed to be that she was paid a lot by a king, Carlito de Laurentiis. King Carlito, that's it. King Carlito de Laurentiis. She was paid to assassinate incoming allies of King Santos. Does that make any sense?
Oh, I think that does. I think that we're going to be assassinated, Captain.
Oh, you as well. So she was employed to assassinate us because we were hired by King Santos, but also you as well, perhaps.
I don't think she would know us. I think she mistaken my healer as one of your own, maybe?
So she no doubt targeted us, so somehow she must have known. Well, of course she knew. We went to a village and some of our men went to taverns and probably spoke to people. Said that we were here to liberate the northern Esmandos. Interesting. Why did they send a child, as gifted as she is?
Not gifted enough.
Apparently not, unless there's more of them. Oh, since you could see if you can find out if there's more, if it's just this one girl. Malik says, "I'm on it. Me and my friend Torik are back at it. Good soldier, bad soldier." Sorry, it's just a thing. Torik, see if you can get some more out of her.
Torik doesn't know what to ask. He's built for action, not words.
All right, here, let me try. We need to find out if there's any others of her. And he starts doing his suave kind of thing. Ooh, he's much better this time.
Ooh.
And since you've already gotten her loose, she's already broke it. She just blabs all this stuff, almost becoming a teenage girl where she just kind of like on and on. And you're like, oh my God, I don't need to know about your Instagram. account. Malik flees the tent, having heard all of this, and he's like, "Oh, she definitely sang like a canary this time." So, sounds like she's not the only assassin that was hired by King, and I definitely found out Carlito de Laurentiis is this. She called him the South King or Southern King, and then she also referred to him as the Gorgonic King. I don't know. And so anyway, she might be the only one in this area, but she said she was one of 5 that was hired, and she was specially trained as an assassin. That's all I know.
Well,
And
then.
Then she went on and on about some other stuff that I didn't care about.
Well, if she was specially trained, then this Gorgonic king or whatever is quite poor at choosing his assassins.
I told her that too, but yeah. I thought it was a little much.
Well,
The commander says, "Well done, my friends, well done. We had no idea this is happening. We should be more careful." Is the deal still done then? The ship for the horses and the tents?
yes. Maybe you can throw in something else since one of our men died trying to save one of yours.
Make a persuasion roll. Marichka.
Yeah.
Might Torik speak up at this point and ask, do you have any axes?
True.
No, but I've got lots of logs. He's just kind of like, I'm afraid I gave you that chain shut, my lady. Should be thankful for it.
I just love to haggle. It's my thing.
I do too in general, but this has been a difficult night. Any axes? I tell you what, we'll give an axe. I'll throw in an axe to this, your friend, your Torik.
Do you have any better ones?
I seek. But we have several wood cutting axes.
Not in size. Not in size. He takes out his just normal battle axe and is relaxed as a manner as he can manage.
Then he whispers something to somebody next to him as you do that, Torik, and you can overhear him say, he says, "Go fetch Skull Cleaver for me." And he's like, "But my lord, that's your favorite axe." I said, "Go fetch him. I don't use it anymore." So some soldier runs to another tent, comes back with a very beautiful, gleaming battle axe. It's
Great.
not a
So
great
I get
axe.
stabbed and he gets an axe. I see how this works.
You gotta ask for the herbs.
For the man who apprehended the girl. And
She's beautiful.
This is axe cleaver. I don't use it much anymore.
Wait, axe cleaver or skull cleaver?
Skull. Well, it'll do both. Skull cleaver.
This is axe skull cleaver axe.
It's something. This
is cleaver.
Speak. But it's a battle axe, not a great axe.
Ooh. Okay. Well, yeah.
You could roll crafting on it if you care. I don't know if Torik cares.
I will, because I am a player is curious.
I think Torik would, probably try to assess its quality.
Where is my crafting? My crafting is -2. Let's go.
Ooh.
2.
It's probably an axe. Yeah. 60% chance it's an axe.
Got it. At least a 60% chance.
Whether it's poor, exceptional, mastercrafted, heroic, we don't know. But
all right, Coolio. Torik will take it very graciously.
General Captain, what was your name again?
Torvald, my lady.
Oh. I was wondering, perhaps you have any herbs or potions that we could purchase from you? Not haggling. Not haggling.
Of course not. I just gave away one of my favorite axes.
Well, I'm just saying, though I appreciate the axe, I was actually
talking
my
lady,
about my bleeding friend.
My lady Captain, you bring up a good point. The girl that we got, the assassin, she had a healer's pouch with her. Get that from her. She doesn't need it
I
to know
will.
where she's going. The gods won't require that of her when she meets them.
On my way to Looter.
Looter, you hardly
go
know her.
inside. Hey, and you're in there with
Right.
another soldier and Torik,
All right.
and she doesn't
Right.
resist at all. She's completely, and she's chained up anyway.
Yeah, maybe I can even look to see if she has like a note or anything that gives any information away
Yeah,
about her.
Sure. Nobody searched her yet. It looks like.
Yeah, I'll search her.
So perception, search specialty, or investigation
No
specialty.
search
Just
specialty.
good old perception. We'll wrap up here too, because Matt probably needs to. I already see
I'm
Matt turning into a
good.
pumpkin.
24.
24. Nice. So you search her, Madison or Marichka, and yeah, there's a pouch with herbs in it. You'd have to make an herbalism roll to really tell, but presumably there's some healing herbs
Poisons.
in there, and maybe some poison.
Because she poisoned the blade, yeah?
Or it
You
could
also
be the
a
antidote
clay
to the
vial,
poison.
2 clay vials actually with liquid in it. One's about half full, the other's half empty. See what I did there?
No, but I heard it.
And you also find a small knife hidden in her boot, her soft leather boots, that apparently no one noticed. Very small blade.
Just a,
Actually, it's actually in the heel of her boot. You find this. You got a 24. You found this compartment. Actually, Esmandian player characters can start that with a cultural item. Very small knife inside of it. Let's see, what else did you find? Also 2 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And 10 silver pieces.
awesome.
And then lastly, there's more. There's she's wearing kind of a cool ring, and you notice the ring is a little bulky at the top. And I think Marichka would know this, being Malovian. It looks like a poisoner's ring, where you put a little dose of poison and you drop it in people's drinks.
Oh, Reasoner ring. I will. Wait, what is it made out of?
There is that.
What? Oh, what? Oh,
There is
silver.
that.
Silver, yeah?
So there's a little it's got some silver filigree on it, and you could tell because it burns a little bit when it touches you.
Take it.
But the
You
base
could get
metal
something
is
out of this whole thing.
yeah, the base
Just give
metal
it to
copper.
Torik.
Wait, so can I?
It's
wear
mostly
it?
copper with just a little bit of silver filigree on it.
I have
Okay.
a phobia of silver, though.
Yeah.
So you'd have to make a resolve roll to get over.
Touching it.
Yeah. Do you have a minor or major?
I think it's
I
forced
think it's
major.
supposed to be major regardless. Yeah, it's major.
It's enforced major.
Okay.
Resolve deal 20.
Take it.
Wait,
Actually,
what?
since it's only barely silver, you would only need it's only DL 15 instead of 20
Okay.
to
So that's
overcome.
all. All right.
Yeah.
I wonder how rings were resized back in the day.
Basically
7.
reforged. Sometimes they put wax in there to fill it if it was too big. Yeah, you're actually able to overcome and keep it if you want.
Ew, silver.
I didn't always make them out of silver. But anyways,
And the last thing you found with that perception roll, she had a weird tattoo, if it matters, a weird tattoo kind of on her shoulder, under her tunic, shoulder and like neck.
ooh, can I see what it is? Can I make
Yeah,
one?
it looks to be an image of a woman's kind of hideous face with 9 snakes coming out of her head.
This is
Image
disturbing.
of some kind of Medusa or something.
Can I do a lore to see if I know who it is?
Yep.
If
It's a minimum of what you needed. So you think you've seen this image before. It belongs to some weird cult or something called the Gorgonic Brotherhood.
Okay. All right. I think I've taken everything I can from this girl.
Yeah, that's pretty literally everything.
Yes, I literally
Except
taken
for a tunic and a belt and like boots. But
They're mine now. fine. I mean, it's useful.
Yeah, that's true. If you want her boot, she's about your. What's your physique?
Like 0. So
almost. They're a little tight on you, but they're close enough.
These two.
And modern speaker shoe size is like a half size smaller, maybe.
All right, that's fine.
Oh, Torik would like to work on either like right now, off camera, or whenever, about the possibility of joining. Not like to leave this group, but
yeah, you can still. Yeah, they almost will almost certainly. They wanted you before this happened, and then once you did this, they're like, "We got to get this guy." And there's a few of them going, "Yeah, but I'm not sure." And they're like, "Screw that. We don't care."
Here, I have some things for you. I have this ring, poisoner ring. If you would like.
For me?
No, I'm talking to Kadir.
Oh, okay, good.
Interesting.
Good.
Yeah,
I see.
Yes, I give it to him. Perhaps if you're in a sticky situation.
Yes, indeed.
A dart flies out, hits you in the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna like open it. Is there a reservoir full of poison or is it empty?
I didn't check if there's so it is a tiny compartment. There's nothing in it.
So she must have used
It's
it.
probably
against...
mostly for powdered poison, but you could probably put a little bit of liquid in there.
Gotcha. Okay, interesting.
Also, I have a pouch of herbs and 2 clay vials you might be able to use for your healing practices, or if you would like to make any poisons for that ring. I'm not sure what they are.
May I see them? So I can see. I'm not really good at not really good at herbalism, but I can try.
She needs them.
Is anyone in this party good at herbalism? Patrick's character in that one campaign is really good. I can't remember which one it is. The Sunday one. Cassius, right?
Nope, I do not know.
Could I make?
Yeah, you could try. Yeah.
Strange Western herbs.
Yeah, mostly.
I don't
and then of course Marichka's like, I disagree. These are mostly strange Eastern herbs.
You know what? They must be northern herbs.
What about the vials? Can we see what's in them?
Yeah.
Maybe poison. I don't know.
Yeah, they both contain liquid. That would be alchemy roll to see if you can identify.
All right, I'll see if I can. No.
The hits just keep on coming.
Let's see if I get any better. Come on, alchemy.
No, it's 1 roll per vial, so.
16 for 1.
Oh, that might have actually got
other one. A natural 20. Woo-hoo!
30. So clearly you made this yourself years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
I know what this is.
Wait, this is my family's old recipe.
Hey, how did this get in these lands? This is Johnny Wine. How did that come here?
Hey, this is the one this is the recipe my neighbor stole all those years ago.
This is my
I can't
vial.
believe it.
My vial. I lost this in the crossing.
What the hell? All right. So, Kadir, you're able to identify what the first vial that's half. In other words, a dose is there's probably 2 doses and one's been used.
It's a masterpiece that is well known throughout all the lands.
So the first one is it's a strong blade poison, page 134 in the alchemy.
Okay.
So considered a strong blade poison, and the other is a strong ingested poison. And you actually did not critically succeed there because it's DL 15. You needed a 35.
Well, still, I'm just happy I identified them.
But you're 99.999% sure.
These are both poisons. Whatever she is, so she's definitely an assassin of some kind.
Yes,
Variety.
that. She's actually a part of the what are they called? Organic Brotherhood.
Organic Brotherhood.
I
I don't think that's very common in the East, but maybe I know something.
Oh.
Actually, I told you wrong, Matt. So the first one is a strong blade poison. That was correct. The second one actually is maiden. You think it's called Maiden's Blood. It's ingested or blade. And anyway, it's on page 135.
Okay.
So it's fairly potent.
Hmm.
And it can also be used as a contact poison.
Interesting.
It's not
Nasty.
quite as potent for contact. But... So, all right.
Lore on the Gorgon Brotherhood, just to see if my luck is still with me. It is not. Don't know.
Is that the total? Is the one?
I have a +0 modifier on my lore. Yep.
Yeah, critical failure.
Oh yeah, I know them. They're nice people.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Well, I'm pretty sure he said that this what's his name, Carlio, this rival king of Santos is the Gorgonic king. So I think it makes sense as a brotherhood would be behind him, this cult.
Diego says, "It is. There is a rumor that so-called King Carlito de Laurentiis, he is of a foul bloodline. Gorgonic is. I don't know if you've heard this term before, but corrupted, such as the blood of Medusae or Manticoras, that sort of thing.
Reminiscent of Zur.
Almost as bad as a demon."
Oh, goodness. What do they do? That is...
Well, legend has it the Gorgons themselves are a type of creature. There are many different types. They were created by some Pridonian deity or demon way back in the many ages ago. Supposedly ghostly stories. We do not pay as much attention to it in northern Esmandos, but yes, it is said that he has a corrupt bloodline, and that is why we do not think he's the real king. A real king would not be corrupted by such a bloodline. I follow King Santos. He's a wee man though. He's a short man, but he's very capable and very powerful.
Two bad choices for kings. Interesting. What bad Jadishma brought Esmandos to this?
See, now Santos is not without his faults as well. They say he drinks and winches a lot, but he seems to be a good man otherwise. I've only met him twice. Once when he was a boy and once a few moons ago, before all of this nonsense occurred. But what should we do with this woman? Or just turn her over to the Black Lions?
Well, why? What else? She was going to try to kill them. I feel.
And me, I don't want her.
I mean, I am not in my. I could exact justice myself as a noble. I guess you have found out that I am highborn by now. I might as well tell everyone.
If that is what you wish, I feel like she's quite dangerous if she has been trained as an assassin. It would be horrible for her to get away.
Very well. See, Capitan Torvald, is it? She's yours. We are done. And he's like, very well. I'm afraid, unless you wish her yourselves, I'm afraid she will be executed for what she's done. Unless there's any lords of this land that I might give her to as a prisoner. Diego just kind of like, none that I know of. Just like flat out lies.
So I'm looking at my code of honor to see if I have anything about this would bother me, but
it definitely doesn't bother Torik. Take no
poor
prisoners.
dishonorable beings. So.
Take no prisoners. Send them running away in fear or kill them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marichka doesn't have any morality either, so even if she's a teenager, she probably wouldn't care.
She is honorless.
And
she deserves to die.
Technically a woman. She's like 16, almost, so it's,
I don't give a shit.
not like
my people are rare. I can't afford to
this
die.
Isn't Skyrim.
I mean, she's obviously well trained like an adult, so
Yeah, I feel like that she's more like I wouldn't want her with us because she's too dangerous. She would either try to escape or try to kill us.
Yeah.
Well, he meant more like, do you want her, in other words, to
Kill her
do
yourself.
something with her? Yeah.
She's a literal hired assassin.
Or maybe as a slave or something, but.
No.
No, I don't.
No,
want to
she
do
is
that.
too dangerous.
Very well. Again, I apologize that we have met under these circumstances. But the gods have given us your ship, and you have horses and tents, and
Yeah.
Kadir has his life.
I
Fortunately.
do indeed.
And rations for
Of course, yes, food for the horses and yourselves, of course.
So
And
All
there
is
is a village
great.
nearby if you need more, but it is poor. It is mostly fish, very little farming.
And if she came from there, then perhaps she is not. They are not very. They may poison our food as well.
I don't know if it's all the village, or if it could be, or she was just hiding out amongst them.
This poison can't be that strong, surely.
From what I hear, I mean, there are stronger poisons in the east,
But fairly impressive.
this is no.
I'm gonna roll to see if Torik goes in for a taste test.
What?
Why?
What are you going to
No.
roll? Willpower? It's like-
Resolve?
I'm tempted to drink the poison.
I can give you the strong. You can drink the strong blade poison. It won't do anything to you.
Oh boy.
It's a good thing you spent that luck point on endurance, man.
Was it the strong blade poison or the maiden's one that hit me?
It was the blade poison, so it
Okay.
wasn't too bad, but still, it's DL 18, I think, to resist. I
Oof,
think you
yeah.
missed by one until you lucked it. Right? Or something like
I
that.
think I missed by more than that. I think I had a 12 or something. No, what did
Oh,
I?
you
No, I
missed
had to
by,
have
yeah.
more than that because I got a 22. Maybe I should have had 17. Yeah. Anyway, so let us.
So,
I guess we should probably let the ship know that they have a new commander.
And get our stuff off the ship as well.
Indeed.
all right. So you go back. It's starting. Oh no, it's well into day. It's like mid-morning now. So you go tell the crew. They're like, they're most of them are, they're used to like changing
Career sailors.
commanders all the time. Yeah, there's a few that were kind of attached a little bit to, but they're like that.
If you
Connor's
wanna-
like, well, I miss you, my lady, but so we're gonna be sailing for these Black Lion Mercenaries, are we now?
That sounds like it. Unless
look.
you don't want to, but
Hey,
you have been paid.
it's going to be a part of a worship, I suppose. I guess we need to armor. All we've got is that damn ballista we never put wheels on.
Torik is like, speaking of that, excuse me,
Hmm.
that's mine.
Yeah.
I'll also be missing that log that we got used to downstairs.
That's my heavy crossbow.
Are you saying that you want to join us?
That's my heavier crossbow.
Well, don't tell Torik, but we've every night we've taken a wee bit off the end of the log, so it's about 4 inches shorter than it used to be. We're going to see how long it would take for him to figure out.
I thought I was just getting stronger. It got lighter and lighter.
Wait a minute. This used to seat 4 Thoraki. Now it only seats 3. What the? Well, it's been quite a journey. Fair travels to you. May you avoid the fate of Galrith.
May Jarishma be in your favor. May you have good Jarishma, which is more important.
Should we? Torik will go to the captain and ask if we should leave the.
Ballista?
Yeah. Should we still leave the ballista on, or take it with us?
Since I was under the understanding that any armaments would go with the
No,
ship.
not that captain. My captain.
Okay. Oh, that's Marichka.
Marichka.
Yes, our captain.
It will be difficult to travel with.
More useful for them than for us.
Yeah. Yes, it's more useful to them than to us, unless you're
Should we bargain for it?
why would we bargain for it?
They've already paid handsomely.
Yes, I would assume that we should leave it. Also because it will just drag us down. We don't need, I mean, I don't even know, can a horse hold one? I seriously doubt it would be easy to carry with us.
Okay.
No, you're attached to it, but we can always buy
I
another
mean, you
one.
could drag it behind a horse with wheels, but it would still
Nah.
slow it down.
Torik is going to just not say anything about it then to anyone and just let it lie.
Take it here.
And he will also leave his log behind as well, for he can find another log.
That's
Oh.
true.
Because there are trees in this area, yes?
Yes.
Mhm. Especially to the north, see, like there's a big forest. But yeah, there's trees along the river.
It's my backup
All right.
cast. Yeah.
Torik will bring up the log back to the ship, set it down where the bench got tore out, or where he tore the bench out, and when he gets his stuff.
Okay. Connor kind of watches it. Captain must have said something about the log that I'd be missing. I was only being facetious. Whatever that means. I was being that. And you
I will gather what little things I have, what little possessions I have.
you get your belongings, the crew kind of bids you farewell. It's
Oh.
not a big deal. It's
By the
only-
way, Connor,
Yeah.
I was curious. Those tattoos, what do they do?
What do they do? They make me look well, they're parts of my clan.
Oh,
Parts of my
okay.
clan, yeah. I've this right here is a boar, this is a wolf, and this is a knotwork pattern. If it says that if you figure it out, it's like a labyrinth. If you find your way through it, it means you find your way through life. As you can tell, I've yet to solve it.
Oh, so it's not magical. I thought it was
That way.
magical. Oh well.
What do you mean it's practical? You don't like them?
Yeah, well, I'm more interested in magical things.
I've heard stories of magical tattoos. No, they're not that, I'm afraid.
Ah,
Well,
fine then.
actually make a persuasion roll. Marichka.
Okay.
Oh, Mike, I will have to talk to you about the details of attempting to sign up.
Yeah, okay, no problem. So he says, and for some reason when he says, "Oh, they're not magical," he kind of like winks at you, and then he touches. He's got a that one he said there was a boar. It's like a stylized boar, like a Celtic knotwork kind of boar with tusk, and he pulls out his dagger, and kind of looks around, making sure no one but you is looking, and he like cuts his arm, like pretty, like it bleeds pretty good, and he just kind of says, "Wait," and he like he slaps the boar tattoo, and it kind of glows for a moment, kind of green, and then the wound seals up.
Ooh,
So you actually have
Ooh.
a tattoo.
impressive.
And he
I
kinda
only did that
winks.
once, so glad I wasted it on you.
So that'll be the last time I do that for the next 30 days.
Oh my goodness.
I better be careful.
Hope I didn't waste that one. Whoops.
He does it every month at a bar to get new chicks.
Yes,
I
no,
know,
it's-
right? I was about to say he does it to impress the ladies.
What do you think I'm doing now?
Oh, I'm
I
gonna
guess
miss
I guess
Connor.
it's not working.
His father told him to use what he had to his advantages. He uses what he has to his advantage.
I miss you all as well, but it's all well. It'll all be well and good. May Bronfinn bless your path.
You too, whoever that is.
Now I'm gonna go be depressed for about a week that I can't use the tattoo of my ancestors, but it's all right. I impressed the girl again.
It was
You know why
his
it's called the tattoo of ancestors, right? It's the reason he has ancestors.
Heyo! Torik knows the way of it. He's smarter than he leads on. Don't let him fool you. He's behind me, isn't he? So as you leave the ship with your belongings, you see Connor standing on the log waving. And
wave back.
Ride off back into the east or wherever it is we're riding.
yep. And this is probably a good place to leave off as we fade as you guys return to the Black Lion camp with your new horses. Oh, that reminds me, I need to put horses out here or I'll forget.
Might I get one of you to
horses.
appraise my weapon? My new shiny skull cleaver.
Maybe Malik, because it wouldn't be me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
Is Malik any good at it?
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay.
He's better
Probably
at
better than having a +0.
magnetism-based stuff, but I'll look it over. Let's see. It looks like an axe. Looks reasonably well made. Probably steel. The haft is ash. I would have preferred cherry, to be honest. But anyway, he starts looking it over. This is a pretty good axe, Torik. I'd say it's what I would consider exceptional quality.
Ooh.
Yep. The only drawback is the curse that lays upon it, but I think you'll be all right with it. I'm only joshing, whatever that
Oh,
means.
that's
Or
a
am I?
shame.
What? What'd you say? I didn't hear.
Or am I?
Or am I? So, yeah, and if you go to talk to them, Torik, they have a little problem signing you up, and I think you meet all the qualifications.
Okay. What are the details of being associated and
It's
in
the
league with it?
You have a PDF, right, of the core rule book?
I do. I also
Yeah,
have the physical core rule book now.
Oh, you got the
could
physical
look it
one.
all up there.
Yes,
Cool.
I do.
Thank you for ordering one, because that's always a little bit of royalties for me.
It's great. I've looked through it. It's awesome that I have it now. It's the hardcover.
Yeah, I still love hardcover books. So Black Lion, Company of the Black Lion. Yeah, it's on page.
Okay.
So it's page 169 and 170.
That requires talent points, yes?
Yeah, you have to have the. Let's see. Here's what you need. You need elite affiliation. Oh wait, it actually doesn't list that, which is not correct. So
Most of them don't, though, which is probably not correct. But
yeah, it should say at least. Oh, okay. Well, I think it's mentioned at the beginning of the chapter, but I should probably put it in there for all of them. But so you need elite affiliation, physique +0. I know that's hard to come by for you.
Yeah.
And vigor or willpower +0.
That I meet both of those.
And then melee weaponry level 2.
I definitely meet that.
Weaponry range level 2. Maybe not that, though.
I do believe I meet that. I think I put points. Let me check.
Brawling level 1.
If the thing will go away.
Endurance level 1.
Yes, I have 3 points into melee weaponry ranged. I think I started
sweet.
out with 2 of them, and then I put one in at my recent.
Range weaponry? Okay.
Yes, because I'm contemplating getting mighty ranged later.
And then animal handling or survival level 1.
Animal handling. Well, yeah, I've
Or
got survival. I think I've got
level 1, yeah. All right.
level 3 for survival.
Yeah, you definitely qualify.
Okay.
So you'd be a lion recruit. You get a +1 boost to renown, a war helm of average quality, a medium shield average quality, an exceptional quality chain hauberk, or an average quality breastplate, your choice.
Do I believe I meet the age for the
18, a renown 4.
yeah, but you're not going to start an adept.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you take the adept talent, where you can start higher. As a
Well, I'm
sergeant.
24.
Doesn't matter. You just started.
Okay.
You just joined.
You started the, yeah.
I see.
You just
All right.
joined. You don't get to be a
So it
captain
doesn't
'cause you're
require
new.
talent points?
Yeah, elite affiliation, which costs 2 points.
Okay. Wait,
But-
I probably have that favored. Being mercenary.
yeah.
Berserker, mercenary.
Between one of those, I'm almost certain you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably only 1 talent point then.
So it's
Yeah,
gonna just
I
cost
have
you.
one unspent talent point.
Well, there you
Sweet.
go.
So you could do it now.
I have one unspent skill point too. I need to spend that.
All right, audience, since I forgot we're still recording. So right now we're doing a secret vote for the best role player for the night.
Ah,
And everybody else got 4 experience points for tonight. And the winner stands to get 5. It's close so far. So Hazmat got 1 vote.
Mhm.
The Girl Assassin 2 votes.
Yeah, the horse.
There's
Connor
some
three-
traitors
Connor
among
three
us.
votes. Oh, all right. Is that all the? I guess that's it.
Did you get the vote from Randall?
No,
Did he actually?
no, it doesn't matter because he won 2-1.
Oh, okay.
Randall, when you watch this, you won the secret vote. Yay! So, it'll be 5 for him,
Excellent.
4 for everybody else. Anyway,
Well, I'm going to advance to second advancement.
woohoo!
Woo!
Woot.
So for the viewers at home, Savage Kingdoms, you need 10 XP for the first advancement, 20 for the second, then it goes to 35, and then it goes to 50. So yeah. And just since we're still recording, just explain to the viewers, all 2 people, maybe 12. You earn 1 experience point per hour of play, and then you get the bonus point at the end if you're voted for, and the game master breaks the
I
tie.
can't take that. Never mind.
Or the game master can just say, "Hey, everybody gets the bonus point." So cool! It was fun, guys. We haven't done this in
Indeed.
a month.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I completely shifted schedules for a couple weeks to a schedule that didn't put me off on Wednesday and Thursday nights, and I came back just in time.
Yeah, good timing. Yeah, and my show will close Sunday, so then I'll be free for next Thursday if you're running in or whatever.
Okay. Oh, are you not available tomorrow night?
No, I got a show tomorrow night. I gotta go back to the theater.
Got it.
Suck.
Well, I will prepare and be ready.
Yes,
Hey,
break
Steve.
legs and such.
4 more performances. The audiences have been pretty good. I think people are wanting to get out and see live theater. So, and it's also simulcast, so it's streamed at the same time, which is really cool.
Ooh.
Is they have like 4 cameras, so it's almost like a sitcom. They can do like a close up, and you never
Nice.
know, of course, as the actor, which I love. You don't, because you just want to perform. You don't want to know that the camera's here this time, or it's it just gets very natural.
Because then you're aware, and you might focus on like one point and be trying to fix your face at that
Well,
one
yeah,
spot.
it almost becomes film acting instead of stage acting at that point, but which does have you slightly more aware of that stuff. Stage, that's another reason I love stage. Madison probably too. Just more freeing. You're just in the moment. You're not worrying about, you don't have to cut and then wait 2 hours for the next shoot your next bit.
Do you agree with
but
this,
film is fun
Madison?
too.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's easier. Not as much you have to think about. You can definitely get into it more. I
Yeah.
think.
It's harder in the sense that there's no retakes other than rehearsals, and you have to memorize a lot more stuff. But like Madison said, it's also easier. That's more freeing, I think. So Matt's done a couple things too. So anyway, audience, we're talking
Tangents.
kind of related, sort of. So thanks for watching and thanks for playing, guys and girls.
Indeed. Well, have
See
a
you
nice
next
night,
time.
everybody.
And Madison, I think next Wednesday we're meeting live
Okay.
for that other
Good.
campaign. So cool.
Well,
Nice.
enjoy. And I will see everybody whenever I see everybody, I guess is the easiest way to say that.
All right, bye, Matt, Madison, Ian,
Bye-bye.
Randall.
Good night.
Bye.
Adios.
Farewell. End meeting for all.